Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. I'm your host. It's your boy, Rumboyz Robbie, founder of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. And this is Rumboyz After Dark. Make sure that you guys do take the time out of your day while you're sitting back and checking out tonight's live stream. And subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. If you're new to the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, subscribe. We greatly appreciate you. Hit that like button. Let YouTube know that you're enjoying the content. Share the content on all of your social media platforms. Like, I mean, your Snapchat, your Instagram, your damn OnlyFans, your Twitter, your Facebook, your MySpace. I don't give a damn. All right. You need to share this content everywhere, all across the whole entire planet. It's about to go down here on Rumboyz Fantasy Network, on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, on Rumboyz After Dark every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Let's go ahead without further ado. Let's get into our cast and our crew. Ladies and gentlemen, first up, you guys can catch his articles with with Football Absurdity. You can also catch him with the Lateral Crew, and here every Friday night with the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Give it up. He is giving it to you in his terms. It's your boy, Herms.
Oh, is the light too bright? It really hurts my eyes. Oh gosh, I think I need to turn this down. Oh my god. Hi. I'm the guy he was talking about. Hi. Oh shit. Okay. All right. There we go. A little watery. I think we'll get through this. Yeah. On Twitter at Herms NFL.
We'll get through this. Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, you guys can catch him as a contributor and a writer for Fantasy Six Pack. Also on the SportsMe app, willing to battle it out, drop some takes for all of you guys, give you guys your fantasy football advice. He is a best ball degen, is probably the best way to describe it. Give it up for Pangs Picks.
What's up, guys? And welcome for having me back. And I would, if I still have my MySpace, move you guys into my top 8 because you guys are just that cool. All right.
Thank you.
I know.
Yo, hit me up on Friendster though.
Zynga, please, Zynga.
Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, next
y'all trying to play Mafia Wars?
Wow, yo, hell no.
You motherfuckers laugh, but I was top of Game of War at one point. That old ass game.
Just aging all of us right now. Terrible. Our next panelist has no idea what era in fucking history that we're talking about of the modern internet. But he is also a writer for Rumboyz.com. Be sure to check out all of his articles on Rumboyz.com and also designs and edits over on Rumboyz.com. Ladies and gentlemen, Raji.
Raji.
I
changed my name, but what did you do, guys?
A week.
Zerm's child.
Hey, yo, shut up, thing.
Thanks for your 5 points, you son of a bitch.
Hey, yo.
Yeah,
I have too many shares of him to let myself down about that.
How is it starting to get cold up there in Canada, eh?
Bro, it was fucking like 35 degrees. I don't know what that is in Celsius. It was like 85 or 86, some shit like that. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. I don't speak of the good metrics.
Hey, the most
Americans here.
The most American thing that could ever happen is for the rest of the world to say, "Hey, we're all gonna use this," and then we're just like, "Yeah, no, not adapting to that shit." But you gotta adapt to our shit. You know, so yeah, you're right.
I can't get my metric rights.
Yeah, I can't understand the Celsius shit either. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, you guys can catch him with Fantasy Nightcap and Fantasy Collective with a K. Okay, it is with a K. We want to make sure that we get the proper spelling. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Shane Barrett.
I miss Shane.
That's a beautiful sound. That's a good.
Cheers.
It's a beautiful sound, a beautiful face.
Oh my gosh.
I am happy to be back. It has been a hot minute since I've been on Rumboyz After Dark. I miss you guys. I'm happy to be back. Herms and me will be vibing with our weird 26-year-old shit.
What up?
Let's rock and roll, baby.
26.
I will say for y'all being 26, y'all's music taste is probably older than half this motherfucking panels.
Nirvana, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys usually catch him here in the chat, but tonight we are bringing one member from the chat onto Rumboyz Fantasy Network. He is also a contributor over at Overtime Heroics. Overtime Heroics. I apologize. I promise I'm able to talk. We're going to get through this show tonight. It's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. I'm going to try and get the last name right. Craig Schmucker.
You actually got it, man. It's really hard for a lot of people. Yes, it's just like it looks. It's just a lot of people want to say Schumacher, though, for some reason.
Who invited this schmuck? What's this schmuck doing here? What are you doing?
I was close.
I am the fantasy schmuck, so
I was so close to pronouncing it the other way, and I'm happy that like that pronunciation already got out of my head. Because I get it.
I'm proud of you, Robbie.
Yeah, bro, I'm Italian and Dominican. I have like 4 last names, so I get it. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Next up, this is one of my newest coworkers coming up here on the screen. He is part of the Dr. Roto crew. You guys can check him out for DFS football and also esports as well. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Chris Emmerich.
Man, guys, I am excited to be here, but I just cannot take my eyes off of Davis's cat back there, just going to town the entire time.
He just does what he does. I
Dang,
gave him
I
a
thought
treat, and now he's high as shit.
I thought that was supposed to go on the freaking OnlyRum account, man. I thought it was supposed to go on our OnlyFans.
That paper.
You see, he's like, do I still have the paper? So we could actually.
My
I do
cats
not.
have cameoed
Their
on
parents
every
probably found it.
podcast.
They're like, oh god, throwing this shit away.
Honestly.
Next up, he is a contributor and editor at IBT Media, In Between Media. Give it up, and also with going for 2 as well. Give it up for Gary. Oh shit, Samarpia. All right,
That was pretty damn close, Robbie. That's a mouthful. It's Zamaripa.
shit.
That's why I go by Gary Zam, right? I mean, who wants to put that whole Ripa on the end of it when you just have a Zam? It's easy enough.
Yeah, that was hard.
Sam!
I'm not going to try that for the rest of the night, especially as I continue to drink. Ladies and gentlemen, our final panelists for the night. Ladies and gentlemen, representing TDS, The Daily Sporting. Give it up for our homie, Taco.
What up, y'all? Catch me on Snapface and Instabat. What is it? InstaChat.
Show me your 45. I'll tell me your 45.
Hey, my InstaChat's looking real good.
You and your Pokemans.
You almost.
And first and foremost, me and Slayton is on site. If I ever see that guy, you gotta catch that shit, bro. You gotta catch that shit.
Hey, fuck the Giants, Taco.
Yo,
the
fuck
Giants.
that shit, bro. We should have won, man. We should have won.
Fucking Giants, man.
Oh, a matter of fact, before we get into any other shenanigans, let's all cheers to fuck the Giants. Let's go.
Listen,
Hey.
y'all got
I
lucky
forgot-
like 5 times. Like 5 times. Danny Dimes was a speedster out there. He looked like, the second coming of Michael Vick.
You could say they got lucky 5 times, but you guys fucked it up 5 times.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That last final play should have not been a penalty. They just went over it.
He is actually coaching high school football tonight. So Z2 is off of Rumboyz After Dark tonight. He is making his high school coaching debut.
Hey.
So the whole staff here
that's awesome.
would
That's
like
great.
to wish Z2 a good luck on tonight's game. And just
Get that W, bro.
Yeah, get
He's
that
definitely
W.
wearing the cutoffs at the game, too.
Oh,
He
he's
better
definitely
be.
100%.
He better be.
Cut off polo.
Bro, I'm just
Oh,
picturing
for sure. Because you got to be professional with it. You got to be professional with it.
Gotta be
Dude,
classy.
Cut off polo.
I'm picturing Toby with half the fucking headset hanging off, cutoffs, his hat to the back, grabbing some little 14
Throwing stuff.
By the face
like,
mask.
What the fuck you doing? Do you know the play? Throwing him back out there.
He's just drinking and shit. I'm supposed to be on Rumboyz After Dark, and you're sucking right now.
Exactly. He's like freaking snorting the creatine. He's like, oh.
He's like annexation of Puerto Rico.
Fuck.
Although, Autumn, if it makes you feel any better, I wore a cutoff to work today. So, I mean,
Hey,
Hey, I mean, and you got the tats. You got the tats.
that is true.
Like,
That is true.
actually, we don't even have mic on this time, eh?
You know what? Hey,
Another cutoff
let's
one.
let's just get these ad reads done really fast. Herms, super fast. SportsMe, go.
You download the app, you create an account. What do? You make videos about sports. It's sports videos. It's SportsMe. It's Sports You. You do the thing and you battle and you get points and there's a dinging sound.
Yeah. And we're also going to be doing some giveaways and all that good stuff. Make sure you guys download it. We're trying to, by the end, by Super Bowl, I want us to have, I don't know, like 5K active users all on the app at once. Herms gets a hot right here. There you go.
And there's even women on it now.
Yeah, he's like, and there's women on the app now. So it's
yeah,
not a bunch of dudes just talking about sports. We're not all like, you want to see my graph, bro? Like, check out my fantasy stats. Like,
look at this graph.
Oh my God,
this show is also brought to you. By the way, we do post graphs and stats and stuff like that on Rumboyz.com. Let's not act like we're not those fucking nerds.
I don't know how to make a spreadsheet, man. I don't.
My boss at SportsMe would be like, "Yeah, put it in the spreadsheet." I'd be like, "You do it." This show is also brought to you guys by Monkey Knife Fight. Promo code Rumboyz in all caps. If you guys utilize promo code Rumboyz in all caps, we will match your very first deposit all the way up to $100. Holla, 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 holla. Might as well take advantage of that full entire value. Once again, promo code Rumboyz. Get matched on your very first deposit all the way up to $100. Monkey Knife Fight, available on iOS and Android for all your daily fantasy prop needs.
And even burner phones.
God damn it. Yo, you know, Kevin Gates with his 2-phone ass is like flipping up the flip phone right now. He's like, Robbie said, kidding. I wish we were that big. Yo, by the way, like, yo, Migos, y'all got all this money. All y'all celebrity rappers out there got all this money. I'm on a hot streak. Okay, I done picked the Bengals. I done picked the Raiders. And I done picked Washington money line. I need to be setting celebrity freaking sportsbook lineups. I need to be selecting celebrity tickets.
I've been trying to tell them. They won't listen. I'm working on it.
I picked the Raiders too, man. People gave me shit for that. I was like,
Well,
many entries.
Well, it's different when people hear us say it paying because it's like, well, you're the Rumboyz. You're a bunch of DJs anyways. And it's like, but we're right. So.
Yeah, you guys are only betting like hundreds of dollars.
It's partially true.
Exactly. But like we're only playing with our own money. Fellas, y'all ready to get into tonight's show? Talk some NFL, talk some fantasy football, give these people what they came here for, the advice that they need.
Damn. We came for Herms.
Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what it do? Dilly. Before we get into our Thursday night recap, we did have a fantasy football question that came in the middle of the intro during the show.
Oh, shit.
It came from Fatality. He said, pick one wide receiver and one flex. Okay, so we're picking two. Julio Jones, Corey Davis, Miles Sanders, Cortland Sutton, Juju, James Robinson, Devontae Smith, DJ Shark. Where are we going?
Minimally Miles Sanders. And I don't know about the rest right now.
Corey Davis, motherfucker. He'll get all the targets.
Yeah.
Say like,
I was thinking Davis and Sanders, but I couldn't remember who the Jets. Oh yeah,
they're playing the
Jets. They're playing the Patriots. I think I might go Chark. I might go Miles Sanders.
I might go
Sutton.
I'm going Julio.
Judy too. Yeah, because Judy's out.
I mean,
I got a lot of goodness to pick from there. That's some.
What's the scoring though? Is this PPR or not PPR?
Is this an 18 league?
No.
It could be a normal league. It could be a 10 team.
10 to 12. It could be 10 to 12. People weren't drafting Cortland.
Honestly, Devontae Smith.
Corey Davis.
That might not be bad too.
Devontae Smith's not a bad pick either.
Who do they have?
Yeah, I didn't even see him at first. Yeah, I think he's probably a good pick because he's clearly the one there, and everybody that thought he was too slim to play in the NFL was wrong. And look, he's that guy. I kind of thought he might be a little too skinny too.
So it sounds like the consensus is Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders. I'm liking the Devontae Smith call. I'm liking the Julio call. The other ones I get nervous about, to be honest. I feel like Tennessee, the only 10 that I see, is going to have to come out swinging hard as fuck. They're not going to let what happened last week happen again. Vrabel's just not that type of coach. So I kind of want to lean towards the Julio Sanders route.
I think I'm going towards Davis and Sutton just because I mean, the Jets are going to be in a negative game script, so that's going to be positive for Corey Davis all game long. And is Gilmore going to even be ready for this game? So I think he might have a shot there, especially with Crowder and Cole coming back. I think he'll get a little more space to operate. And then Sutton, I mean, with no Judy, he could be that number one target for Teddy B.
I think the only issue I have with Corey Davis was his touchdowns, short of the one at the end of the game, was very unimpressive. Like, it was just like blown coverage. They didn't even think anyone was going to go to the end zone, and he was just like in the corner waiting. So his first touchdown was like crap to me. His second touchdown was a little bit better, but once again, it's the Jets.
But that's the benefit of him being like a clear-cut one. Like, there is nobody close to him.
If he's the best weapon of their team, Bill Belichick will make him invisible. And he's done it with literally nothing before. You can get 2 audience members, put them out there, and be like, this is how you stop him, and they'll figure it out.
He couldn't stop Jamar Chase, though. Not Jamar. Waddle, though. Waddle got that touchdown. He got, what, 60 and a touchdown?
Don't go too deep into the show sheet. All right, and Waddle now I'm going to reel everyone back in.
Okay.
And now, we started getting
ourselves.
Tonight's show. So mentality will probably through tonight's show sheet go over some things that are going to help you. Those of you guys at home, make sure you take out your pen, pad, whatever, and take notes because we got some goats here to give you guys.
I agree.
The best information. So we start with Herms. Thursday night football did take place last night.
Yes, it did.
And it didn't. And Thursday night football, by the way, has not disappointed back to back. So let's first give credit to the NFL for actually giving us some fucking good games. As the Giants faced off against the Washington football team, what are the takeaways from last night's game in your eyes? What should people be pinpointing between these two teams as it goes forward?
Oh, man. Well, I will say, as a DC area native, that game gave me like 6 separate heart attacks. Really didn't appreciate that. But aside from that, like 2 major things. One, this offense looked a lot like it did last night, in terms of like how they're trying to like scheme shit up. So JD McKissick is a thing again. Had Fitzpatrick stayed healthy and they were going to try and push the ball just like downfield, do all that shit, then like I don't know how involved McKissick was going to be in this offense this year, but hey, it's Heineke season, baby. So like, yeah, people being like, oh, what's he doing out there? It's like, well, if we talked about this, like if it wasn't last week, it was the week before, just like me sitting here being like, oh, he ain't going to do shit. Well, the offense changed. So yeah, he'll do shit. Also, if only there were somebody that could have told everybody that Curtis Samuel's replacement was actually Adam Humphries and that he would be involved. If only someone on Rumboyz After Dark was able to do. Oh
man,
Who would have thought?
Last Friday, that was Herms dropping it.
So yeah, my big takeaway is that I was wrong about one thing, but really fucking right about another thing. So there you go. Yeah, I don't know. Well, also the man, we got to do some shit about these linebackers, man. We could talk about this more after the show, Robbie. I would love to lament about the linebacking core, but just we don't have enough time on air.
You're good, Shane.
Yeah, so I got 2 takeaways from this. One, Terry McLaurin is still that dude. He's becoming quarterback proof, I think.
He is quarterback proof. He's already shown it, but yeah.
Yeah, which doesn't surprise me after what we've seen from him in his NFL career. The other thing is kind of to Herm's point on the flip side, though, I'm getting a little worried about Antonio Gibson. And if you listen to me all off season, you would have known. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just worried about because people we're drafting Antonio Gibson as the next CMC. We even last year and even last week when Fitzpatrick was still the quarterback, we haven't seen Gibson be used like CMC. CMC had 90 yards on the ground and receiving in week 1 in his return from injury last week. So we haven't seen that from Gibson at all. And that's my biggest concern. That's why I wasn't drafting him.
Okay. Bang.
So I bet the over on Adam Humphries to pass 24.5 yards. So I believed in that. And I believe that he will continue to do well. But my main takeaways from this game are one thing. if you see a prop bet for Daniel Jones going over 30 yards running or 40 yards running, take it. That guy ran that ball about 200 yards. Second thing, it's a reminder to the fantasy community that people do get better and they get put in better schemes. And I'm talking about Sterling Shepard, right? We all faded him for the most part. I put him in the bottom. We do. It's just a fact of the matter. Marquise Brown right now, right? Like, guys get better. So, like, don't think they just suck forever and that you cannot use the words like they're bad at football and that's it. Because these guys aren't that bad at football sometimes. They get there. So, and then last but not least, I don't know how the Giants found a way to lose, but I'm glad they do because I do hate that franchise hard as much as I can. Like, it's just embarrassing to be a part of that franchise. Yeah, that's my takeaways.
Herm's child.
Oh, here. Okay. Hey, takeaways from the game. Terry McLaurin has cemented himself as that guy. Fuck, he's never had a good QB in his whole career so far. Right? What were they saying? I saw some shit like 10 different starting QBs and he's only played 30 fucking games, some shit like that, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, Terry McLaurin, top 10 wide receiver in the league, IMO. And then
third game he has a new QB. Yeah,
basically. And then fucking is Daniel Jones that guy? Maybe. I mean, fucking Washington's defense is good. We know it's good. No, I know. I'm just fucking with you guys. But and then
he didn't look bad though. Honestly,
he didn't look terrible.
Pretty damn good.
He didn't look terrible. And then there's also the talk about fucking Saquon, right? I mean, I don't know. Is that on the show sheet? Some shit about Saquon? Whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of people starting to like sell low on Saquon. They think he's not coming back from the injury. I don't know, man. It's fucking Saquon. He's a good football player. Don't fade him. Don't sell him low. Those are my takeaways.
Okay. Craig?
Well, I like that they got Saquon a little more involved, and he was on the field a lot more than he was in week 1. So I think that going forward, he's going to be able to put up more points. And Saquon's always a threat to break off a big run like that, like 41-yard run he had on Thursday. And then also, I liked how they used Jones' athleticism and got him running the ball instead of just sitting in the pocket all the time. So if the Giants can keep that up, that'll be nice. And also, I was pretty impressed with Heineke to step in and do what he did. I mean, I think he can keep them kind of competitive in the division.
Hell yeah. I like it. Emmerich.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this out of Daniel Jones, though. He looks good at times, but then he'll disappear for games at a time. So I don't really take much from that. That just seems par for the course. What I was really actually more impressed by was how Heineke kind of progressed through the game. A couple of those throws early just looked like he was leaving guys out, like he was going to kill somebody. He was throwing it high, he was throwing it behind him, and that got a little bit better. I mean, when you throw 50 balls, it's you're gonna have some bad ones. So I didn't think he was much of a downgrade from Fitz, and we're going to kind of continue on. I'm not worried about Gibson. I mean, if you were drafting him in the first round, then like you're getting what you deserve. But he's going to have some targets. He's going to have games where he kind of just goes off. But this game was just a little bit of a different game script, and that's kind of why McKissick came in, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that take wholeheartedly. Gary, we're going to get into your question, or we're going to get into your take really quick. If you feel like Mentality won this trade or lost this trade, take a sip. If he won this trade, take a sip.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna chug this thing.
Damian Harris? That's the Patriots guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, the other one.
No, yeah.
He's getting Harris, right?
Yeah.
He's getting Harris.
Yeah, I'm not drinking for this
in
one.
my book.
Hey, all good. Hey, we had to give him. I feel like he won it. All right, go ahead, Gary.
Okay, so for me, I noticed Terry McLaurin, like the new Allen Robinson, never has a good quarterback, seems to always come up and make some big plays. I like him going forward. And then Tyler Heineken, I was like, he's going to be able to hold the team together. I didn't know what was going to happen at first when he got on the field. I thought it was going to be a major downgrade from Fitzpatrick, and it looks like he's going to be able to hold his own.
Taco.
I gotta say, one of the most underrated plays in that game was the touchdown to Seals Jones on the sidelines. That was a man's touchdown right there. He went up, he got it, he did not mess up with that at all. And I think it'll be interesting to see how the target distribution for Heineke ends up playing out, because we know that Terry's the number one, but I mean, if you're a Thomas fantasy owner, you're probably wanting and hoping for a little bit more action towards Thomas, especially, and just in the form of catches, not even necessarily touchdowns or yards, because in PPR leagues, these catches really help boost up your overall value. So I think it'll be interesting to see how his distribution breaks down, because Adam Humphries had like 7 catches in that game, and he was the number 2. And then it felt like J.D. McKissick was playing more like that number 3 receiver for that team. And the other thing is, looking at Gibson, I don't think he played anything on third down. I think that most people, when we came into the season with Gibson, we were expecting him, even if it was, let's just say they had 10 third down possessions, it'll be 6 to JD and 4 to Gibson. But it wasn't like that at all. And he didn't get any burn in the 2-minute after 2 minutes. So I am a little bit worried about Gibson, because most people by the end were drafting him in that first, second round. And I don't know if he returns that value. And lastly, I am worried about Saquon a little bit. I do think he'll eventually come around, but the question is going to be when, and if that Giants defense offensive line can hold up to give him enough lanes to be successful.
Yeah,
Logan Thomas had seven targets, man. I mean, Adam Humphries had 8. So I mean,
but how many catches did he end up with?
Well, that doesn't matter.
I mean, targets, I feel like it's such a misleading stat. Like,
well, he had 5 catches. I mean, it's opportunity. That's how you score points.
And a couple of those were like really high over the middle. Just like there were some really rough throws. But
my favorite.
Well, I mean, if he was open, who cares? I mean, if he's open, he's getting the ball. If Heineke gets it and throws it above him, well, what can you do? I mean,
I'm just saying, like,
was
Logan
amazing.
Thomas's defense, some of them were just not great. You know what I mean?
I know, he was the guy that I thought was going to die. I mean, I thought it was
worried about him. I was so worried.
Good old Pete. I'm gonna agree with what everyone else in the chat has said. Kind of wait, because you have a very strong stable still. I would just say for you on that one, just hold off. It's okay. Just wait till after this week. Things will change. Let's see here. We're actually gonna be I believe that I have the Jags written on the show sheet, so we're actually gonna be covering the Jags. But I mean, we could kind of touch on it. Are we worried about James Robinson's reps? Me personally, no. Like, it's
me, yes.
I don't know, man.
Drafted him for a reason. I didn't want him, and Urban Meyer didn't like him, dude. And Urban Meyer's kind of an idiot. Not an idiot, but like kind of just the guy that would.
He's an idiot.
He's kind of an idiot.
He's an
He
idiot.
will do what he wants, and that's going to be a problem for me.
I can't say Urban Meyer is an idiot. I do want to see how this plays out.
He's an idiot.
He's just getting acclimated here. He's an all-time coach here.
An all-time college coach.
College football.
This same thing happened with Nick Saban back in the day for the Dolphins. He didn't do shit.
Nick Saban is the greatest,
and he is
potentially
amazing.
the greatest college football coach in history, and he even struggled in the NFL. Urban Meyer can't lick his boots.
Ow!
Urban Meyer can't lick Saban's boots. And
I agree.
Saban struggled.
I mean, I would worry about James Robinson.
I'm an Auburn fan. I hate Nick Saban.
Like, the problem is that they're going to have those bad game scripts where he's not going to be utilized. I mean, the team's terrible, and they're really going to be terrible, and it's not going to change. And if he's not going to be used as a passing down back, he's just not going to have a lot of situations to shine, let alone everything else that's just talked about.
It's a 1-2 punch with Robinson. Like me, I'm more so on the side of like eventually you're going to have to set your pride aside. In the words of J. Cole, pride's the devil. You're gonna have to set your pride aside and play James Robinson in the way that he's meant to be played. But I mean, going back to what Shane and many others on this panel I brought up, Urban Meyer's gonna be so stuck in his own way that he'll try and ruin James Robinson's career one way or the other.
Pull up Patrick's last comment, bro. Pull up Pat's last comment, because that's facts. He's not dealing with fucking 19-year-old kids who aren't getting paid. He's dealing with grown-ass men getting paid millions of dollars to play football.
Yeah,
he's like is a different situation. Like, he's not gonna. He can't deal with it.
Have you guys seen the picture of inside Urban Meyer's house with all the random pictures, like on this weird little like center table? It was on Twitter. I mean, it's the
or is it of
worst
Tim
decorated
Tebow?
house.
Bro, I gotta see it now because hey, we covered the draft, and when we saw Cliff Kingsbury chilling in his freaking Playboy mansion, we were like, "What the hell?
Fuck!"
We're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Urban does seem like an odd dude too, though. So
I've never liked Urban, even at the college level. So
I hated him at Florida.
Yeah,
I
could
could
go on
not
rants. I
stand
could
him.
go on rants forever about Urban Meyer. The Bengals.
I'm an LSU fan, so that's our cross
But
conference
yeah, like I
rivalry.
said, he's gonna do what he wants to do, and there's nothing you can do.
It's a shrine to Tebow.
Yeah, and it just sucks because Robinson's gonna be the one that pays for it, not us, but Robinson will be the one that pays for it. That sucks.
Yeah.
Just wait like 3 more games, and then he'll accept the USC job, and then we don't have to worry about it anymore. It'll be fine.
Exactly.
Bro, I'll say this before I read the next topic. The James Robinson situation for me, yes, it blows for fantasy, but being just a fan of like the whole UDFA like narrative and like that story, it blows 10 times more for fucking James Robinson.
Easily.
Fuck my fantasy team, dude.
Yeah, for real.
Agreed.
The Bengals defeated the Vikings last week, and we're going to start with Craig and then work our way around. The Bengals defeated the Vikings last week in overtime. This week, they played the Bears. Jamar Chase appeared to come into his own. The white stripes didn't seem to be a problem.
The ball was not too big this week, so
Yeah, the ball wasn't too big.
it wasn't too big.
What in the hell?
Is Jamar a must start this week? And also,
What the fuck?
fantasy aside, how far can this team? So we'll start with the fantasy. Can as Jamar start, and then NFL. How far can this team advance? Craig.
I think he's a must. I think Chase is a must start. I mean, he went 5 for 101 and a touchdown. He's going to be one of Burrow's targets just because they have the connection from LSU. But he's kind of like 1A, 1B with Higgins. I think either one of them could finish as the highest receiver. But either way, they're going to have good numbers. And then I don't think that they can really advance too far NFL-wise because they're in the AFC North with the Steelers, who look really good. They have the Ravens to play, and they have the Browns. So all those teams they have real playoff aspirations, and the Bengals, they do not this year.
But all right. Hear me out. With Chase and T. Higgins, you would now allow this ability to stretch the field. Like, what is that? What the fuck?
What's going on there?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Words.
Mute your tabs, guys. Mute your tabs. Like the way they're able to stretch the field, and what I saw in that film against a safety like Harrison Smith, if you're doing that against, one of the most dominant safeties like over the last 5 years, I'm afraid for what's going to come. So I think this team potentially could compete, especially with the amount of injuries that the Ravens secondary are having to deal with.
So what I think it's going to be more like how the Cardinals got better last year, but they didn't win a lot of games.
Okay.
So I think they're going to just compete in a lot of games, and then maybe next year they take that next leap. But I like the workhorse usage for Mixon finally, that we finally got to see it, because I've been on Mixon since he was drafted, and they just don't want to use him. He's been getting like 50 to 60% snap share, and he's finally getting work. So I'm loving the offense. I'm just overall, I think it's going to take at least another year before they can actually contend for a playoff spot.
Okay. Taco.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that game for the Bengals was everything that they hoped for, because they got a lot out of Mixon. You saw some flashes from the rookie, but I don't know if he's reached much must-start territory yet, when it's an offense that we really haven't seen enough of to know exactly what's going to happen. He only had 5 catches. He did get 101 yards. He did get the touchdown. But how much is that of the Vikings defense not being what it used to be? I just don't know how this is going to shake out yet for me to put him as a must-start. More than likely, you're drafting him in like the 6th, 7th round. So you probably have some other guys right there that might be viable. I don't think he's reached must-start territory yet, but he's definitely on the way towards it, especially if you can keep up the chemistry. I think he was like one of the best debuts from an LSU wide receiver, and they've had a ton of great ones.
He out of all the rookie receivers, he had the best rookie debut.
Mm-hmm. And if you could have him as a flex, I feel like in the flex, that's a must-start for me.
Yeah, I think those are the situations where you really got to look at him and see if you do have someone better on your team, just on a matchup. Like, that's where I think it just comes down to your team.
I think that's just how Shane fixes his glasses every time.
Yeah, it really is.
What does the coin say about Mixon's week 2 usage? I think that we'll be able to depend on Mixon's week 2 usage. We'll be able to depend on Mixon's usage throughout the season. It's just me not being a Mixon truther. It's a matter of how long he's going to last for you guys, and that's what I worry about is the durability. Gary.
And how efficient he's going to be.
Yeah.
So for me, Jamar Chase isn't a must start yet, but I have him close. I mean, it depends on who you have on your roster. If you have, seasoned people that have done, over and over, put up good points, I'd keep him on the short list. But he looked great, and he came into the league as one of the top prospects. And if I had him on my team, I would be pretty happy. As far as the Bengals, I mean, I think they could push in the playoffs. I mean, they're not a Super Bowl team by any stretch of the imagination, but I think like what Craig said, they're going to get better. And then once they get their offensive line, maybe they upgrade that in the offseason and it gets a little, that'll take the next step for them.
What in the fuck is going on with Urban Meyer's center table?
I know.
I gotta look this up right now.
I put it in the
really
chat.
have to look.
He put it in the private chat. Yo. All right. Let's get into the next take, and I'm actually gonna put this picture up while we do the next.
Don't put up just the center table. Put up the center table where you can see all the other pictures too.
Oh my god!
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Okay. Good take, Gary. Good take. So not a must start yet. Okay. Emmerich, how are we feeling about Chase, and how far can his Bengals team go?
I would still be concerned about Joe Burrow's arm strength. This is not a guy that throws the ball deep often. Looked good on that pass, but that was one of his best deep passes. Is this a result of not having the weapons to do it, not having the offensive line? I'm not sure.
Why do you have so many pictures on a table? Who does that?
Look at the context of where it is too in the room. Like it's not just there. Like the TV's over here. You're chilling, watching.
You don't even see all the pictures.
That's the picture room, guys.
What the hell?
Go through it. Let's take a look at some of the other ones.
Is there more?
I think the best part about tonight is the fact that everyone
there's not even
one or another has said, "What the fuck?"
I mean, what is this? What is this picture?
I'm really concerned with this living room. I don't.
Bro, that top picture looks like the shit that just comes in the picture frame. Like they didn't even change it out. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck.
This is definitely the house where it's like we're gonna put up a bunch of pictures of all of our memories because our real life sucks.
Like, wow, look at that picture in the back.
Like it doesn't even fit on the wall back here. It's like blocking part of the. It's blocking the doorway.
That's the
you
whole
come in, you're gonna hit the. You're gonna hit it. Like.
Oh my god!
Does he have pictures in the fireplace too?
Yeah.
Oh god.
That is over.
We ran out of space, so we're gonna put these in the fireplace. And
Dude, that's like what happens when your iPhone goes over storage. Like that's what they fucking got on their table.
Oh fuck! Oh, all right. Continue. I'm sorry, Ray.
You guys are ridiculous.
Yeah,
in the
we
best
are.
way though.
I'm so glad you put that up on the screen.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I have a very similar one. My wife has put together something similar. Not quite as many pictures, but I imagine
on the
we're
table,
40 or 50. Yeah, well, it's like a table. I'd imagine in 30 or 40 years it could look like that. So this is I'm just looking into the future. This
just don't post a picture of it on the internet.
Yeah, whatever you do.
Because we'll just roast
all
you.
of Rumboyz
Whatever
is
you
gonna
do.
be
I'm
like,
gonna
what the
confiscate
fuck?
anybody's
They're all
phone.
roasting.
You can't come in.
When
and
we're
take
all
pictures.
old as shit, we'll be on Rumboyz After Dark and we'll just roast you.
The whole time.
Whatever you do, just don't start Carlos Hyde over James Robinson and then do this.
Oh God! All right, Raj, your take on the Bengals and how far they can go, and Jamar Chase being a must start.
It's the fucking Bengals. How far do we think they can really go?
Bingo.
Like exactly. Okay, they're in what I would say the second most competitive division in football. Apart from what is the fucking NFC West, right? I don't even.
Yes, NFC best.
Second best, right? And again, like I said, it's the fucking Bengals. What okay, offensive line is just fucking dog shit. And how far can you really progress without an offensive line? And I'm kind of just taking shots at my own team here, and it kind of hurts to say that. But
Yeah, you're a Steelers fan, yeah.
yeah, and then as for
Don't seem like
Jamar
it.
being a must start, I mean, I'd be comfortable with him playing as a flex. I'm not
Yeah.
putting him in one of my receiver spots yet, but yeah, that's about it. Like maybe in a couple weeks, if he keeps putting up big games, then sure, why not?
What does that matter? Like, look, I'm more of a DFS guy, and people talk about this, but what does it matter? What he's in your flex, he's in your wide receiver. It's going to score the same. Like, he's probably a wide receiver too. He's top 24 wide receiver by median projections. What does it mean? Are you just like downgrading him as a person?
It's tearing it out. It's all
just how you feel about it.
Yeah.
But Raj, what if he plays on Thursday? Then what are you going to do?
Wide receiver
Then
two.
you fucking bench him.
No.
Fuck.
Put him in your put him in your wide receiver 2 spot.
Yeah, you put him in your 2
No.
spot. You do
Yeah,
not
put him in the
your
2
flex.
spot.
No,
We do not.
He's not your flex on if he plays on a Thursday.
Yep. Well, boys and girls, remember, we do not play Thursday night players in our flex spot. Okay.
Unless it was Antonio Brown last week. 'Cause I did that
But
shit.
he doesn't go in your flex. He goes in as your wide receiver 2 in case something
But I
happens.
put him in as a flex and it fucking worked.
Z2, give us updates,
Z2.
give us scores. Let us know what's going
Game's
on.
over.
He's in
Halftime.
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 Oh, halftime. Okay.
He's real
All right.
committed to the job.
Feels like he's in here. It must be good. Right?
Fuck halftime adjustments. We're just gonna hop in the Rumboyz chat.
Instead of
real
hyping
quick.
up the squad, he's like, "Hey, what are the Rumboyz up to tonight?"
He's got us playing. He's got us playing instead of some hype music before them kids go. He said, "Fuck them kids. Watch the show."
It's like, yeah, Z2, if you need a motivational speech and a kazoo performance from Herms, I got you.
He can hit it right now. He's got the kazoo right here.
Payne, give us
Everybody,
Give us
play
a
your
tape.
best.
Go.
Can we just go with that? No, okay.
That works. That works.
All right. I'm about to sound like the most. I always sound fucking negative when it comes to guys like that. So I do. I fucking sound negative as shit. Jamar Chase, I will say he's startable because he gets targets. I do not say he had a good performance though, and the reason is that one touchdown he did get, that the majority of his yards came on a broken play. The corner wasn't even looking at him. Just go watch that. That corner looked so lost, and then Jamar Chase just ran in, right? Like anybody could have done that. It wasn't like he double moved him. He just did a 9, and then the guy was
Could your
looking
mom
at
have done
the
it?
QB. Huh?
All right.
Could your mom
No,
have done it?
No.
Yeah.
This is all right. All right.
But he
hold
is
on,
catching
hold
it.
on.
Anybody could have done it besides Darnell Mooney because Darnell Mooney would drop the ball.
No.
Or
This is
Slayton.
where I'm stopping you.
Well,
No, this
Mooney's
is where I'm
back is
stopping
hurt.
you.
Sorry, Slayton, not
This
Darnell
is where
Mooney.
I'm
It's Slayton.
stopping you. Okay, as someone that has gotten hit multiple fucking times. All right, all the way up till age 28, playing this damn sport. There is a specific route. All right, there is a specific route where he makes the corner. I can't remember the exact corners. It was Patrick Peterson, actually. It was Patrick Peterson.
Oh,
And
he put him in a blender.
Bro, straight puts him in a blender. In
It
order
was
to
nasty.
attack a corner's blind spot, you literally have to know the way that their hips are adjusting before you even sell the rest of that route. So I am not saying that anybody could have done that. Fuck no. Hell no.
Okay.
No.
Will you agree that's blown coverage though?
No.
You don't think that was
that's
blown
me,
coverage?
That's me knowing how to
That's-
sell the route. That's me knowing how to
50-yard
sell the
touchdown.
route.
Blown coverage
Yeah.
is you think you're coming up and you have coverage over behind you. Like
Exactly.
he just
Yeah.
got beat. Like the receiver beat him. Yeah, it looked like a
He
broken
just
play.
beat him that
You were
bad.
making the case for Jamar Chase here
That-
because you're saying like, dude, this guy didn't know what's going on. Yeah,
That
he did. He had
separation
no
is
idea.
crazy.
He gave him a concussion the way he ran that route.
Bro,
that
former
route was bad.
All-Pro cornerback.
So no, that route was ran fine, but the cornerback was not looking at him. From that entire play,
Man.
I don't see him looking at
Because
him.
he didn't know he was.
Because
But
he was
the
in the
point-
blender.
He
He's
just
trying to find
ran
the
up
ball.
there.
He's gonna look
He
at
didn't
it.
even believe Joe Burrow could throw the ball that far.
that left break, like so when he goes and he sells right, and then he comes back here, and then you got Patrick Peterson all the way with his backside already fucking turned. You're done. You're done.
All
You're
that play
done.
reminds me of is when
He just
Darrell
straight
Reeves
cooked.
got burnt by fucking Marquise Goodwin. Like he just underestimated the guy,
Hey,
had his back turned to him, and it happens. It
Hey,
happens with
Goodwin's
these
got
veteran
that
guys.
speed though.
But
hey,
people
he's got that-
underestimate these.
He's got
rookies,
that.
and he
like-
got that 50-yard play and TD from it though. No,
Man.
No, but there
Don't
are
get me
good
wrong.
receivers that
Still a
never
good
do
play.
that. Like Kenny Galladay is never that open. Ever.
Yeah, Galladay is
No.
just a
Ever.
contested catch guy. Like he's
But
not.
he's
But
a
you
good
have blown
session.
He's not
coverage.
gonna
You have
create
blown
separation.
coverage.
This guy, Robbie.
right? Like
Galladay also doesn't know how to attack the blind spot either, though. He doesn't turn corners the same way. He uses his height, and he's a contested catch type of guy.
Yeah.
But they respect him differently than they would a rookie. I think that's what it came down to. I think Peterson just underestimated this kid, and this kid went deep. And by then, it was already too late. Is he fast? Sure. Is he all those things? And could he be more? Great. But if you're going to say that his 5 for 5 for 110 yards, where half his yardage came from one catch, is all him.
No, it didn't all.
That's what football is. It's explosive plays, though. Like, it's like people saying, hey, Saquon Barkley wouldn't have hit his prop if he didn't have the 41. Yeah, we weren't thinking that he was going to do it with all 3-yard carries. Like, that's what it is.
And also, we could kind of see that him and T. Higgins they're going to be his top 2 targets.
I think
you're going to have a different opinion after this week.
Yeah.
Because in the slot this week.
But I think if it was a different situation, if he didn't get burnt the way he did, and once a play you get beat, there is a little margin for error. And so it happens, and he capitalized, and that's great. And 5 targets, love it from a rookie game. But he didn't do what I would say Devontae Smith did, where he Devontae Smith had
Smith looked
all
great.
over him, and that was a good looking fucking play.
Yeah,
that's a good looking player. Jamar Chase looks good.
That was a hell of a debut.
I can start him as a wide receiver 2 or 1 every week right now. You're asking for too much. Okay. Now, if you do that with
Devontae Smith, you're asking too much.
I respect the take. I respect the take. One thing I want
Peterson, different story. I'd be like, yeah, go ahead and take him. He just mossed somebody right now, right? Cool.
If Peterson was over him on blanket coverage, I could see that. I could see that. One thing I am gonna say. J Wall been talking a whole lot of shit, and next year's that celebrity analyst game, that 7-on-7, we breaking it down at Canton, and I'm letting y'all know I'm putting analysts on skates. If you have to line up against me, I'm doing the Jamar Chase business to you. You are gonna get the Patrick Peterson treatment. Shane, your take.
Yeah. So Jamar Chase is a must start because he's playing the Bears' shitty secondary this week. The Bengals cannot go very far, as mentioned previously, because they've got the Steelers, they've got my Browns, and they've got the Ravens. All very good teams, all potentially playoff teams. That's my take for this. But the one thing I want to add is Raj and Gary both triggered me with their comments about the Bengals offensive line. Why in the hell do you not take Penei Sewell at 5? I don't care how good Jamar Chase is.
Well, they're looking
at an offensive lineman to protect your star quarterback. I do not understand.
After he tore his ACL, and they already have T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd.
Yes,
but the offensive line did look better though than it did last year, and Ingram had more opportunity than he did. So even if you think that they should have took the offensive lineman, their offensive line is still better.
Because then they get a guy in the 2nd round.
They got Carmen. But here's the thing to top it off. Their actual Alex on NFL, I direct this guy off way too much, but he actually talks about the scheme change like mid-season, like how they went from being an air raid to a totally different scheme, which actually made the protection better. So realistically, they might not have needed an O-lineman. Like, they just needed to change their scheme, not to run fucking 5 wide, right? Like, and that was causing a lot of the Burrow issues. They were allowing free mismatches on a poor O-line. So they no longer do that. They might not need an O-line.
That take right there.
I like that.
I hate that we cannot on this show. By the way, YouTube, we love you, but at the same time, fuck you, because we can't put up the play with this gigantic, beautiful green screen that we have here at Rumboyz Studios, because this was a perfect time for us to be able to show the play, break it down, have guys on the panel that know what the fuck they're talking about. And I'm sorry that we don't get to use the technology that we have here to our fullest advantage, fellas, because that was a fun exercise to where we could have really gone deep there.
Just check out Alex Rollins NFL on Joe Burrow. It's actually a really interesting thing that I learned a lot about just from that one season of him.
Or we could, they could just let copyright fucking laws not be the way that they are. I mean, I get it. Someone has to get paid, I get it. But I mean, at the same time, it's a fucking shitty law. We start with or Herms. Go ahead or give us your Jamar Chase and Bengals, and then we're gonna do one more talk before halftime.
Jamar Chase, I feel good. If you're playing in a 3 wide receiver league or something, then yeah, sure. I feel good about it. But otherwise, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I want to. Yeah, one game is one game. 2 games is the beginning of figuring something out. 3 games is a sample size. You know what I mean? Like I'm just that type of dude. Like I want to see the shit repeated multiple times. I'll have a better answer for you in a couple of weeks. It's like I'm just like, yeah. But as far as the Bengals go, they're fucking awful. So no.
And
I don't care how good the offense is because there's
Your defense is
the
garbage.
defense. So
It's real bad.
yeah,
The
not great
Vikings are worse.
Rumboyz Studios, yes, my bedroom.
Don't pull back the curtain. Give us, we want to think of the whole studio that you're walking in, like
no, I got laundry and shit.
red
back
zone.
there.
We got Rumboyz cribs on here.
Yo, I was about to. I was like, I got artwork and shit in the back. Like I'm about to start adding more shit, but then I was like, wait, I just put laundry on my bed that I gotta fold tonight. Rams take on the Colts. We're going to do this topic, then we're going to get into halftime where we'll play some music for you guys. If you guys have independent artists that would like their music displayed on Rumboyz After Dark, please have them email us at rumboyzfantasynetwork@gmail.com, and we will get their music played during halftime. That's the easiest way I could have said that. Rams take on the Colts this Sunday, as in the Rams take on the Colts this Sunday. There was this weird fucked up Hard Knocks announcement last night that took place. This is a hard knock team for them to have to cover because I don't see any point in marketing as to why you would pick this team. There's a million different fucking teams you could have picked. But anyways, Hard Knocks announced that they will be doing an extended in-season series thingy with the Indianapolis Colts for Hard Knocks. First who wins this matchup, and why the fuck did they pick the Colts? Herms.
All right, I think the Rams win because I typically pick the better team to win games. That's how things work. But as far as
good strategy,
sometimes it's just easy,
a very
right?
good strategy.
Yeah, it's like, look, if you want like in-depth analysis, like, yeah, sure, fucking team me up, I'll knock it out. But like, no, this one just
Doesn't need it.
No big brain necessary. It's just like you look at the two teams side by side, and it's like, wow, one of these is a lot better than the other. So yeah, the Rams. But, yeah. As far as the Colts being the subject, though, I think is fairly interesting. I guess just because, like, man, I don't know. Like a lot of things have kind of changed in the franchise over the last few years. There's been a lot of crazy topsy-turvy words are hard. You know what I mean? Like just like tons of crazy shit going on, right? And like I don't know, like the Carson Wentz feels like a compelling centerpiece to follow around, and plus just like I don't know, Frank Reich seems like a fun dude. I don't know, like shit. Plus like. I don't know, like the way that it was marketed is just like, yes, their quest to return,
better, bro.
Yeah, the quest to return to the playoffs and all that. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, they could do a lot worse. They really could, because like there are enough question marks on the team as a whole that it's just like, well, shit. Now we get to peek behind the curtain and be like, oh, and just like. Find shit out. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want it to be like a horrible team, but I also don't want them to pick a good team necessarily. Just like give us good, mediocre football teams to follow. That's interesting. That's interesting.
I feel like it was super misleading, right? Because it's like, here's this Hard Knocks announcement that's going to come in the middle of halftime of the Giants Washington football team game where Tanya Snyder 2 weeks ago was on air with fucking Adam Schefter talking about the progression of the new name, and the Washington football team has leaked these.
I wanted it to be the football team. I wanted it to be the football team so bad.
In what world of marketing did it not make sense to pick the fucking team with no name and follow the team with no name on their journey to finding their fucking name? That gave you the views. That one thing gave you the easiest fucking views. NFL marketing blows. NFL marketing blows.
They could be doing it for next year when they have the team name.
Oh my, Shane, no.
Well, I feel like maybe they didn't pick it because getting out of in and out of the parking lots at FedEx Field is kind of a pain in the ass. So I don't know if they want to put a film crew through that. I'm just like, because I know how irritating it is as a fan, let alone lugging around all that camera gear. I mean, shit, I ain't got time for that.
You're right. You make a very good point, Shane. Your take.
Rams are gonna win. Herms, I mean, you laid it out beautifully. I mean, we'll play a quick game. Who do you want, Stafford or Wentz? Stafford. Who do you want at wide receiver? Robert
The Rams.
Woods or Michael Pittman? Robert Woods. Who do you want as your other wide receiver? Zach Pascal or Cooper Kupp? Cooper Kupp by like 10 miles. The Rams are going to win. From the Hard Knock standpoint, it could be interesting. The only thing that I'd particularly be wanting to watch would be like Jonathan Taylor, and then maybe just because like offensive linemen are usually like quirky mother truckers. Like I just want to see like what Quentin Nelson is like in real life, like, and be able to peek behind that curtain. Other than that, they could have done worse. They could have picked the Lions or the Texans, but the Texans probably had legal
The
troubles.
Lions would have been so much fun with Dan Campbell, though.
And Jamal Williams.
The
guy's a treasure.
Yo, Jamal Williams
fucking
hilarious. Oh my god,
That was
awesome.
Jinx, motherfucker. What?
Hey.
Did the exact same shit.
Yeah.
All right.
It's okay. The father wins out.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, yeah, we do get to find out if Carson Wentz is as much of a bitch as Philly tries painting him out to be. Paying your take.
Oh man, so I just got back. What was the question again?
Rams or Colts, who wins? Any fantasy implications or whatever?
Oh God, I forgot. I hate this question. So
And
much.
the Hard Knocks thing.
And Hard Knocks, yeah.
Hard Knocks. I don't care about Hard Knocks, especially if it's the Colts. Rams are gonna kill the crap out of the Colts. I'm eating a ton of crow from drafting a ton of Carson Wentz, and the fact that no receiver I think got more than 4 or 5 targets in that game from last week in a shootout was embarrassing. Fantasy implications,
a lot.
and not even a good spread. It was really terrible. Fantasy implications, I was wrong about Jonathan Taylor on the receiving. He is going to receive a ton of passes, more dump offs all day. Start him every week. And the receivers, don't drop any of them, but don't start any of them.
Yo, you got Rams at minus 195 on the line, and then you are rocking Indy at plus 165.
I don't give a shit. It could be fucking 1,000-1. Those goddamn fucking Rams are gonna kick the crap out of the Colts.
Exactly. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
And that O-line even got worse. Like we thought. We talked about in preseason. Like, are they actually be good? They weren't that good last week. So yeah.
Okay. Raj, Herm's child.
Okay. Obviously the Rams. I'm just
Getting
fucking
me every
copying and
time.
pasting everyone. Fucking Rams are gonna win. They're gonna destroy the Colts. Matthew Stafford gonna go off. 4 TDs. I'm calling it.
At least.
At least. Yeah. Start Hendo this week. Another thing. There you go.
Oh yeah.
And then Hard Knocks. It's fucking Indy. Who cares? What the fuck do you even do in Indianapolis?
Yeah, what do you do? Like, did Pat McAfee
No.
get like a secret deal off of this? Like, did he get like an extra bonus check?
There's a Kurt Vonnegut museum. Thank you.
Fuck it. Who was that?
What the fuck?
Kurt.
What?
You don't know? Okay.
I'm probably too.
No, like I mean, Herm's like
You're not
Herms is
cultured
gone.
enough for Herms.
Look, read books. I mean, I'm just okay. What?
Fuck, I read enough books. Who the
oh,
fuck-
bro,
Who the fuck is
Google
this
Kurt Vonnegut. I don't know. Just he's a very famous. Okay. No,
Emmerich, your take.
Yeah,
I'm cultured.
So I'm just curious. How are we
sorry,
starting?
cultures.
How are we starting Henderson if Stafford's throwing 4 touchdowns? Isn't that going to take away from
Because-
us? I mean,
One of them is going to Hendo.
okay, all right,
Yep.
cool.
Let's
No,
go.
look, I
Let's
love.
go.
Mark it
How
down.
convenient.
I love Matt Stafford in this. I don't understand how the ownership in DFS is all swayed towards Cooper Kupp. Henderson high owned. You got Jared Cook now like projected as the 3rd highest tight end, but Matt Stafford's down there at 3, 4, 5%, and that doesn't make any type of sense to me. I think
Jared
it
Cook?
kind of comes from the fact that there's nobody to run it back on. Like you're going to put Pittman in there. I think Campbell just came up on the injury report. That being said, one of the things that I have made a ton of money on is other people thinking they know exactly what's going on and playing the other way. I'm placing a bet on the Colts to win on the money line right now, just based on all of your overconfidence. And I feel that way too, but that's why I'm doing it, because I think there's a lot of people that think they know what they're talking about. Me, myself, I do too. But when it comes to individual games, anything can happen. Colts win this game outright.
Okay, I like that. I mean, you're getting what 3-1 odds there. I mean, so fuck it. Like they pull it off. What 25 becomes 66. Like
So I'm gonna agree with Emmerich that sometimes that's a good way to go. Like I've done that for bets where like people said Dolphins are gonna lose to Niners last year, right? That was a really big one. I remember just taking the Dolphins straight up and going, how? And then they
yeah,
won
look,
by a
it's
lot.
odds are closer. People don't, and this is done intentionally. But like if you look at a plus 200, a plus 200 odds is like a 30% implication that something's going to happen. So 3 out of 10 times this is going to happen. That's a huge, like that's going to happen a lot. And I mean, 3 out of 10 times, as a matter of fact.
Oh, this is me agreeing with you though. Yeah. I love the take on that one actually.
I love that, and then that's where what I love that we do here is like we try and teach you guys how to read lines, how to kind of sniff that out. That's how we hit on the Bengals. That's how we hit on Washington. That's how we hit on the Raiders here on this network. So I mean, I haven't dropped my take yet, but it may or may not be somewhere around what the fuck Emmerich just said. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? Gary, go ahead and tell him what you're saying though.
So what Emmerich said makes a lot of sense if you're talking betting, but if the question you posed was who's going to win, then you got to go with the Rams, and that's based on everything Shane just said. The players, they have the better players. You compare them per both teams, and the Rams have the better players. So if you're gambling, that makes a lot of sense to do the bet against the what everyone else is thinking, especially when you have that whatever 3 times 3. Yeah, exactly. Like we talked about last night on Washington and the over and the game last night. Everyone else was going on the under. The over made a lot of sense and the over paid off. So yeah, that's that. And as far as Hard Knocks, I don't really watch Hard Knocks. I don't have HBO. I think any team would be kind of interesting, but like you said, the football team would be the one you want to watch if they're trying to dig into what is their name going to be. I mean, they got ownership kind of stuff going on over there. I mean, there could be a lot of fun. That could be a lot of fun.
Very compelling. I mean,
the culture changes with the coaching staff. I mean, like you got Jennifer King there. You got Matthew Mayhew, running the front office. What this was to me, this was the easiest fucking decision, and I just really feel like NFL marketing took. In marketing, it's your job, and you guys know this about me. This is what I do for a living. In marketing, it's your fucking job to find out what's cool and what the thing is that makes people tick, that makes people want to tune in and view. For Hard Knocks to do this is such a travesty.
Robbie,
I just can't wrap my head around. I don't get how, as a whole team that decides what's cool and dictates what's cool and what's trendy and what's supposed to happen, how do you fuck that up?
What about the Cowboys?
Cares about Washington.
You should have just gone with the Cowboys instead of Indianapolis.
The Cowboys already had a Hard Knocks. Smart one.
Listen, if they should have taken any team, it should have been the Bucks.
And the Cowboys, the Bucks
would be crazy.
That would have been a good to do. Tom Brady's almost last year. Following
Antonio Brown,
that would have been amazing.
Just being a person.
I just thought he did it last year, though, didn't they? The Bucks.
That would have made more sense. Like even when Dallas got selected during the offseason for
Bishop
Hard
Sycamore,
right?
But
like shit, great comedy, by the way.
Wait, no, it was the Rams last year, wasn't it?
This is the first year that they're doing the in season. So why would you waste a good team right now? Throw the Colts out there, experiment, figure out what you can do, and then next season, when the Redskins, formerly known as the Redskins, get their new team, you could bring them on and talk about all the nonsense or that off season. That's a perfect time for them to come because they'll have that opportunity. So I mean, I see what they're doing. I feel like it was more like, this is our first time doing it. Let's get a feel from it.
We technically legally cannot release our new name until the end of the 2021 season.
Gotta wait until the album drops.
Then what Taco said was exactly right. Then.
So I'm going to throw it out there though. The one thing I want to talk about for the Colts, I didn't bring this up earlier, is there is a prop bet on multiple sites that Jonathan Taylor is over 16 yards receiving.
Oh, that's easy. Yes,
that sounds good.
That's a free pick if I've ever
smash.
Seen it. Okay.
Yeah.
Payne,
thank you for the Rumboyz.
Payne, can you find can you see if there's any no brainers over on DK for this weekend while Craig goes ahead and does his
take? Do it. I'm on Price Picks right now, so I'll look at Price Picks right now. But that's my first no brainer is that they get 16 receiving yards on Jonathan Taylor.
All good. I'll cross reference. DraftKings for no brainer as well. Go ahead, Craig. While we get the fans these no brainers for the weekend.
I'm definitely going with the Rams over the Colts, and I mean, I just think that they're a better team, like everybody else has said. I don't really have to repeat a lot of the stuff, but I'm pretty excited for the in-season Hard Knocks. It doesn't matter who they picked. We get a peek at an in-season NFL team. And I really want to see how big Mo Alley Cox looks in street clothes. So that's a big thing for me. That's a giant fucking dude.
Cox.
That is bro.
Hey, he don't even look real on the field.
Bro, that man is crazy, yo. Like, we actually had a battle today on SportsMe. They were like, if you could take a player from one sport and put them in another and see how they would compete, who would it be? And my old ass obviously went Antonio Gates to play like a power forward, and I picked
like that.
Yeah, I picked like LeBron.
Yeah, I like that.
Tight end. But bro, seeing Mo
LeBron
Alley
James plays
Cox,
soccer.
bro, I want to see Mo Alley Cox as a freaking power forward. Like
Shout
Kevin
out BCU. Woo,
Yo,
Yeah,
Kevin Garnett.
he was good in college. He was pretty good in college.
Bro, Kevin Garnett style, but I want to see him NBA level because Mo Alley Cox can jump out the gym, bro.
That's
that
a
man
giant
has
fucking
burst.
dude. You saw his catches last year.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish that the Colts would use him a little bit more because I don't think Jack Doyle's worth a shit. I think that they should put him on the field a little bit more than Jack Doyle.
They're two totally different players. Doyle has this weird fucking tendency to catch with the body, whereas Mo Alley, he's more aggressive, up high.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love that guy. I'd love for him to get more play, and I think he'd be a really good tight end in the league if they just give him some more play.
Let's go ahead really quick. I do have some no-brainers for everyone this weekend. Tomorrow, we have on DraftKings touchdown Jesus is what they're calling it. Notre Dame to score a touchdown in each quarter at plus 450. That is over on DraftKings right now.
Touchdown Jesus. It's a Catholic school. I mean, they have that going for them. So, I mean,
that marketing, dude, that marketing right there. This week's exclusive odds boost, Mac Jones over 246.5 passing, boosted to plus 115.5. And also you get a same game parlay boost as well. So get your money back if your NFL same game parlay loses up to $25. So just a couple of plays, a couple of ways that we can kind of double, triple, quadruple our money this weekend. Be on the lookout for more plays to come out tomorrow on Twitter, Instagram, so on and so forth. I'll link them to the whole staff so they can spread them out to their followers as well, so that we're take care of not just our user base here at Rumboyz, but everyone's user base. Is that fair, fellas? Yeah,
that works.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
My quick picks for at least if you're on Price Picks right now, over 21 completions from Mac Jones against the Jets. Come on. Come on, let's be real here. 60.5 yards receiving for Jonathan Taylor, 8.5 yards for Tyson Williams receiving, and 27.5 yards against the Jets, James White. I think those are kind of a gimme, 3 easy picks. He had 7 receptions, Taco. I don't know.
Dude, they're gonna run their ball down their throats, and it's gonna be a Damian Harris-Stevens game where Mac Jones may not throw that much. It's a rookie quarterback too, so they could really put this game ahead early.
To build confidence, though, you want him to throw the ball, though. So if he could throw a ball against a weaker team in a rival game,
Belichick doesn't care. He wants to win. And
he also threw 29 completions last week against the Dolphins, which was a better defense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I agree.
6 or so completions for James White for 27 yards. I think that's doable.
Guys, make sure you guys pay attention to not just myself, but the rest of the staff members or the rest of the panelists. All their tweets tomorrow. We'll be getting these picks out to you guys. I'll probably have the staff send me some of their plays of the week, and I'll comprise them all into one tweet for you guys, so that way you guys get to have some fun and you guys get to get a new interactive way of kind of getting to know everyone here and the way that they think here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. We're going to go ahead and get into halftime. All that halftime is, if you guys are new or just tuning in, we're just going to play some music for you and then have a word from our sponsors over at Monkey Knife Fight. And then we're just going to be right back with you guys, giving you more analysis here on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know how it goes here. And yes, Craig is like, and we can go pee. Yes.
Yeah, you're damn right. Let's go.
All the Rumboyz and girls.
Here.
Dilly Dilly, we'll see you in a few. Joz, you're gonna go Juwan Johnson over Troutman. Yeah,
his name is Gasecki right now, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I'd actually really like him though.
I don't know.
I like Gasecki overall though.
Me too.
Really quick, panel. We're gonna play. Oh yeah. Or no, we're gonna go with the MetaHuman by the Homie Apocalypse. Go ahead and hit the stop camera button so that no one sees you guys dancing and vibing to the music on the outside.
You got it.
All
right.
Gotcha.
Ooh, I'ma just hop in like it's a movie. It is hops and ice. I'ma just hop in straight at the gutter. Now I'm in the hills. Nice. I'ma just hop in. Going full speed, no stopping. Slice, slice. I'ma just hop in. Shut it down like I'm ass. Come off with the lights. Chice. The fuck do you mean? The fuck is you saying? All of that cuck right in my brain. I am my team. Doing my thing. Chasing a dream. The fuck did you see? The fuck did you thought? Looking at me like I did a lot. I made this song so you can turn up. Feeling yourself. It's good for your health. Facts, flex.
I'ma just hop in. I'm a finesse in the end for the same when they're cooking and y'all better cool it. All of them rappers that think they got naked and dropping some new shit, but I'm on the new thing. All in your ear, like you tip your head and you're paving the way. Now this ain't a regular flow, I'm blazing the trail, yeah. For my nieces and nephews, it's really hard for your hunger to make it. If I got but your mama just beat on the bunch on the game of this paper, yeah. There's a times I've been losing my way. I got you in my head every day. You deserve to go to the world. I got blind for your mama, I swear. Yeah.
Hey, you don't really wanna go toe to toe with his lyrical individual, formidable, phenomenal. He's an animal, eating rappers like he's a cannibal. You rappers dead, I see a corpse, the Holocaust. I'm sick in the head. For you didn't know, yeah, I see faces and I hear voices. They talking to me, they gassing me up. Bro, that is crazy. I know what the fuck. You want the drugs, you want the lean. You is a fiend. Go slow down. You don't know me. Might be an info, but I stay clean. Might talk crazy, but I back it up. Ball so hard that you like a train. Shoot like a tank.
I done said fuck it and creed on my bitches. I done said fuck it and creed on you niggas. Treating us slicing my tongue on the trigger. He wanna smoke and repeat to the nigga. Nigga, wish a nigga would. Niggas wish they could fuck my energy. Yes, I've been in the hood that it can't clean shit. Fuck up my energy.
Yeah, fuck up my energy, yeah. Don't fuck up my energy, yeah. You not a friend of me, yeah. We drinking Hennessy, yeah. Slow you a centipede, yeah. Put the shit on repeat, yeah. We is a different breed, yeah. Yeah. Don't underestimate, that's your mistake. Till I detonate, I take the hate, I use it as seal. The fuck did you thought? Oh, he's sad. Fuck did you feel? Oh, he's whack. Fuck did you want? Oh, he should quit. You was irrelevant, not so intelligent. I don't wake up to please you, I don't fuck with you, bro. This is my show. If you feel offended, you should go. You should've known, ik kom voor die kroon. Jouw kop stoom, en gedek zo sabrijbak. Maak my jas, alle rappers moet maar wacht. Wat jou apocalypse hulle uitlag. Jou rap maak my sick in die mag. Ek is een ninja, diep in die nacht.
Attention all human beings and earthlings. There is an alien invasion crisis on our hands. The end is coming. Life as we know it will never be the same. Alien approaching Earth and will land in 3, 2, 1. This is the apocalypse, city metropolis, pushing division with politics, dishing out ignorance, splitting the citizens. Really the same, they convinced us we're opposite. They couldn't give a shit, give us the stimulus. Act like they've really been giving out scholarships. I'm on some conscious shit, I ain't acknowledging none of their gimmicks, a list of accomplishments. Label as misfits and say they gon' fix it with no real intention, fulfilling their promises, claiming they innocent. Say we the sinners and we are the villains, but really it's opposite. They made a system with racial indifference, and lately the cops have been killing impoverished, blaming the victims and playing the pilgrims. I raped all their children and took a whole continent. I ain't with that, bitch, I'm firing back. I'm in a call for the killers and I'm right in the back. And the army fatigue denim and a knot on my lap. So once I pull the trigger, it's no time to react. But you ready for war, it's time to level the score. With these money hungry petty white devils with horns. Don't forget the 40 acres, y'all said it before. You better get with the shit and get left dead in the morgue.
Hello. What's up? I'm back.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, what's up? I got my kazoo.
Keep the music going.
Halftime show. It's the Rumboyz halftime show. Yeah. That was cool. That was cool.
You gotta love the Muppets.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a monkey knife fight.
And one day, they met one team partners in the NFLPA.
It's a match made in the pits of a monkey knife fight.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Are you listening? This is big.
What is a monkey knife fight?
You know, it's thing monkeys, knives, you get it. Fantasy sports is monkey knife fight. And monkey knife fight is fantasy sports.
Monkey Knife Fight is daily fantasy.
Monkey Knife Fight in the house.
I am Monkey Knife Fight. You are Monkey Knife Fight. We are all Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight.
You have the NFLPA behind the company.
It's exciting for me to be a part of fantasy sports.
When I think of fantasy sports, I think of beating all my buddies year in and year out and being able to brag about it.
We're not just partners in it.
We're owners.
And it feels awesome to be an owner.
I challenge you to a Monkey Knife Fight.
We've been saving you a seat at the table, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the One Team and NFLPA family.
Monkey Knife Fight. Welcome to the family, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the game, Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight!
I challenge you to a Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight!
Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife.
Monkey knife fight, 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 monkey knife fight.
I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen,
I love Fournette's Louisiana accent. It's so strong.
We are the One Team and NFL partners with the NFLPA family.
It's so strong, man.
I seriously love the shit out of it. Reminds me of home.
This show is brought to you guys by the Monkey Knife Fight app, available on both iOS and Android. Please use promo code Rumboyz for an instant match on your very first deposit, all the way up to $100. Holla, 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 holla. Also, this broadcast, dollar bills, y'all. That's going to be our new thing.
Yo, dude, that Wu-Tang Clan show on Hulu, I swear to God, I've been talking about it all week. That show is fucking great. I swear.
I know. Dude. I need to get on it. I know. Also, this broadcast is brought to you guys by the SportsMe app. Please download the SportsMe app. If you have a fantasy football question, please shoot it over to us at any of us that are on the app. If you guys here on the panel haven't downloaded the app, download the app. It is the new interactive way for us to be able to get information out to you a lot faster. We don't have to use our fucking fingers to get arthritis and all this. We can just reply to you face to face and you get access to us right away, face to face. Let's go ahead. Let's get back into the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man, he changed his name. Herm's Child Abandoned. Damn. Damn. Why are you doing like that, Herms?
Herm said, "Hey, Herm said, man, I'm from the DMV, and I had to do the Bernie Mac thing. Fuck them kids." Yo, rest in peace to Bernie Mac. I had to hit that reference. I had to hit that joke. So, yo, rest in peace for one of the greatest jokes of all time.
Man,
the Houston Texans. We are back. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rum boys and girls. What it do, dilly dilly,
dilly dilly.
We getting lit tonight. Texans travel to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Is Houston a better team than we all really expected? And is Ingram worth the roster spot? Also, is OBJ done? Craig.
So I think that they're better than I thought they'd be because I didn't really see them winning many games at all. But I don't think that they're great. They're still not going to compete in most games. And I think Ingram's worth a roster spot just because he's getting in volume. And I want any running back that's getting volume in fantasy, especially because you can pick him up off the waiver wire in most leagues. And then as far as OBJ, he has the talent. So I'm not willing to give up on him completely, but he's not somebody I'm all in on. I would like him to be on my roster if he's on my bench and I don't have to worry about him. Because when he's playing, he still has that wide receiver one upside.
Okay. Taco.
I'm giving up on OBJ on the Browns, though. Like, I think that he has all the talent in the world, but until he gets off that team, I'm not trusting it just because of the way they play. They play much better without him, and if Baker doesn't have to worry about focusing on one wide receiver and just doing his thing, he plays so much better that I just can't trust OBJ because I just don't know what we're going to get. As far as the Texans are concerned, I thought that they would be better than most people think because a lot of people were thinking they weren't even going to win a game or they'll win like one or two games. I think
that's what I thought too.
Yeah, so I think they'll be a little better than that, but they're going to be nothing to write home about. I think Tyrod Taylor played a lot better than I had anticipated He looked efficient and effective, and if he's able to play like that throughout the season, then I think the Texans will be a better team than we think. It's really going to come down to quarterback play, because if you have a quarterback, you can win some games that people don't expect. Like last night with the team formerly known as the Redskins. They had the quarterback play at the end of the game to secure the victory. So I think that's what's to come down to.
I really quick for all the college fans that are watching the show, I did not write this question as a Virginia Tech fan. Gary, go Hokies.
All right, Hokies. Well, so the question reads, are they better than what we thought they were going to be? So everyone thought they were going to suck off the charts. So they're a little better than that. So yes, but they're not going to, I don't see them doing anything more than competing for that first round pick.
They'll just suck on the chart instead.
Next spring. Exactly. And then OBJ, I have him everywhere in Dynasty, and I'd love to see him blow up, but I don't trust him. He's on my bench, and if I have to start him, even when he's healthy, I'll be just flexing it and hoping.
Isn't OBJ probably one of, before we get into Emmerich's take here, isn't OBJ probably one of like the saddest stories? All of us that are fathers here, we acknowledge, the kids showing up to Pop Warner practice, and you got that one kid that shows up to football practice, he's got his hair dyed like OBJ, and he's ready to make that one crazy catch, and then OBJ does not become this generation's Randy Moss. Like we were ready off of one catch to dub this generation's Randy Moss.
I would say it's more than one catch.
Yeah,
he was pretty relevant.
He has hella good.
I'm not.
He's hella good.
Hell up.
Okay, Shane.
5 1,000-yard seasons. The two seasons that he does not have were the 2 seasons that he's been hurt. OBJ is more than one catch. Hop off.
Agreed. Catch. He's one catch. He's a one catch fucking pony.
That's a mad Redskins fan right there.
Go ahead, Emmerich. Don't let these guys interrupt your fucking take. Fuck them.
That was your take.
I was just waiting my turn here. The Texans are still as bad as I thought they were. Who cares that they beat Jacksonville? I don't care. Why should you care? It's not something to care about. Tyrod Taylor's had some good games, but he's not exciting. That was probably the best game we've ever seen out of him. So, kudos to him. Great. You had the best game you're ever going to have. Awesome. Against Jacksonville. Sweet. we see what Jacksonville's coach has. He's got this little monument to himself with whatever that was. But yeah, look, I don't want to play my Ingram, no. Texans, no. OBJ, nah, he's not done. I wouldn't put him in my wide receiver spot, guys. I would put him in my flex.
Unless he plays on Thursday.
I agree with you.
No. If he's playing Thursday, I'm putting him in my wide receiver 1. I'm gonna fuck everything.
But only if he's healthy, which is not very often.
No, I don't care. I want a challenge. I'm gonna play him even if he's not healthy.
Okay. And don't even look at it before the game. Just set it and forget it.
Hey, if there is someone listening to this show, though, that is going to take your fucking analysis, your take, they're going to do it seriously. So just so everyone knows, please, since the sarcasm there, please, please do not play him if he is injured. Please don't do that.
Not. No, do it. Go for it. Seriously, do it.
What do you got to lose?
Don't listen to Emmerich.
I have a fantasy team where I didn't draft a kicker. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to play kicker. I am against having kickers in fantasy, so I'm just not going to play it. I don't care. Here's a $500 buy-in. I don't care.
You have balls. You have big balls right now.
Look, you have to take stands in life. You have to stand for something. You just have to, and no kickers and playing OBJ every week.
It's like me with Joe Mixon. I get it. Okay. Hey, yo, there's definitely gonna be somebody.
Mixon, man.
There's definitely gonna be somebody that's gonna be at Rumboyz, at Emmerich, that are both at Dr. Roto said, and we're gonna be fuck.
Yo, this stuff ain't behind the paywall though. Behind the paywall, we'll be yo, guys, don't do that. That's not a good thing.
Raj, what's good, bro? That was great comedy. I fucking love it.
Emmerich just went on Linda's blacklist. That's all I know. Shit. But,
I don't even know what that means.
Oh shit. Okay then. Okay, so the Texans technically, yes, are better than we expected because mathematically they are projected to go 16-0 right now. So So
There's 17 games.
17.
Fucking whatever. I'm not used to that.
Are we gonna show up?
You lost already.
Yeah, they just-
Turns
they
out
just
abandoned.
left. They just
It's
like
like calling the
17
Chargers from San Diego or something, man.
Oh,
Ah,
fuck.
same shit. I'm not that.
17.
I'm not that
Did
far
you
behind.
guys realize that Herm exited the chat while Raj was talking because he's been abandoned?
Yeah. Honestly.
Shunned.
There he
He went to go
goes.
get milk.
He's gone again. He's gone again.
No.
Fair enough.
It's
And
messed
then
up.
I'm going to the gas station to get cigarettes. I'll be back, son.
Oh, that's the last time.
God,
Shit.
I hated
Man.
That's cold.
Damn.
Crying.
All right, Raj.
Okay. Moving on. Is Mark Ingram worth a Ross spot? Sure. If you want to put him on your bench, just keep him there. Go for it. And then is OBJ done? Yes, because fuck OBJ and fuck his dancing and fuck his yacht. And that's all you need to know.
Yacht.
There you go.
Hey, I don't even know if
Was
that
it his yacht?
I think
I
it
don't
was
know.
His yacht
He
or
was,
was he on somebody else's yacht?
he was on it. Shit.
Yo,
I mean, it's not.
Because you're on it.
automatically his, though.
No. Here's
Can
the
I
whole
claim
fucking
yachts when
story.
I step on them? Because I
Why
would
not?
love that.
I'm
Here's
down.
the whole
Let's do it.
story. So he went on fucking Trey Songz yacht of all the celebrities, of all the singers, of all the rappers. You went on a damn R&B star. Yup. Like this man sings in the motherfucking rain in order to get
In the
women.
rain.
Okay.
Come on now. Trey
Like,
got some bangers. Trey got bangers.
When's the last?
Bangers.
Trey hasn't had a banger since that New York Giants picture got taken on his fucking yacht. Trey's from the state of Virginia. Trey's from the state of Virginia and makes all of Virginia look bad. Okay.
The Giants had like a 300 win percentage.
Look
since
at
that was
Trey
taken.
got
They have the
bars.
worst record in the NFL since that picture was taken.
Fuck
Yes.
Mrs. Steal Your Girl.
Shit.
Yes.
Fuck Mrs. Steal Your Girl. He ain't never steal my girl, but fuck Mrs. Steal Your Girl.
And that's why Maryland is better.
Fair enough.
Paying your pick. Or shit, your
Okay,
take.
so weirdly enough, I'm probably like the only guy who wrote articles with like the Houston Texans like more than once. This fucking
Yeah,
panel,
this is-
probably.
Oh man, that's
What
rough.
is wrong with you?
Why would you put
They
yourself
were
through
easy
that?
Picks. They were easy
Davis.
pickups, and it was gross. And but it's a good way of spreading like fantasy football knowledge. And I continually said it. Tyrod Taylor's not a conservative player. People think he is. They think he's Teddy Bridgewater, but he's not. Tyrod Taylor was known for the deep ball stuff. This shit on the Sunday show. He's gonna do it. So are they better than that? People? Yeah, of course they were. I don't know why people thought they were gonna go 0-17. Like, and even if they did, they would be fantasy relevant, right? They're gonna be somewhat fantasy relevant because it's fucking the Jaguars 2015 all over again. Brandon Cooks isn't terrible as much as we like to maybe think he's.
Cooks is great. He's got
really
one season that he didn't hit 1,000 yards and he was injured.
He's
just
6,000
yards. Don't realize that.
again though.
So, yeah,
he just always gets 1,000 yards. He's
just
that
works.
guy. It doesn't matter if he
Quarterback
switches teams or anything.
He's quarterback proof.
And I think Tyrod
He is.
Taylor was rated like one of the best deep ball throwers for like 2 years straight, something ridiculous. So he hasn't played. Doesn't make him bad. Just means that other teams want to try their shit. It happens. Okay, we can also
Good
apply
quarterbacks.
speculate. Yeah, try actual good quarterbacks. I get it, but still, he was still relevant enough to do stuff.
And he only
Derek
wasn't
Carr
the
is one of
starter
the best
anymore.
Deep ball throwers. Teddy Bridgewater is one of the best deep ball throwers. Who cares? They're still bad quarterbacks.
Also,
He
Tyrod
wasn't a bad quarterback.
Tyrod would have been the starter a little bit longer in LA if he didn't get his lung punctured by a doctor.
By his own
That
doctor.
would have been a mistake, and we all agree on that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it needed to happen. I guess the doctor knew something we didn't know.
No.
Being that what it is,
This
though,
one's for you, Justin.
This guy hasn't had a 300-yard season since like
He had Herbert and
2016 or
Dynasty.
earlier. 300-yard
Yeah,
season.
The doctor was
He
Justin
did.
Herbert's uncle.
He did.
and here's the thing: whether or not you think he's bad or not, it doesn't change the fact that they were going to be better than what we thought. People thought he was just going to go out there and it was going to be a 50-yard team, right? He's going to put up 200-ish yards, hopefully, and they're going to go to Brandon Cooks and whoever his wide receiver 2 is. And I think that enough right there was more than what people were expecting, right? Especially the way people talk about the Houston Texans. They literally thought it was just going to be 0 points across the board, fantasy-wise. So that alone makes them better. And I think I even had them pegged to like keep the game close last week. I thought the Jags would win.
You
Don't
got
get
him
me wrong.
pegged?
Yeah, pegged. And then secondly, Mark Ingram. I don't think Mark Ingram is worth really rostering. I think Mark Ingram was in the same situation Malcolm Brown was with the Miami Dolphins, where, hey man, we just want to bruise this ball down because we're up 37 to like 13. Let's not waste Phillip Lindsay. Let's just use you and just headbutt the way through, just like Malcolm Brown did last week. He literally didn't do much,
Brogdon.
and then they had the last 2 minutes. They're like, all right, you headbutt until the 2 minutes is over. And he's like, got it.
Yeah.
And he just runs the ball like 6
Oh
times.
my
and game's over.
gosh. Oh.
Football,
I'm about to fucking make everyone's wet dream right now.
Is it
Oh
you
my
with your
gosh.
toes?
The Giants are about to win the Super Bowl.
Amy Jo Johnson.
Oh, Angel Johnson, yeah.
These
man.
were all pretty decent answers except for Taco's bullshit Giants. Fuck the Giants.
Fuck that.
Baker Mayfield on Monkey Knife Fight and Tyrod Taylor on Monkey Knife Fight
Monkey Knife Fight.
are super easy mores. Bro, like the more is just it's just so easy. We're talking 269.5 for Baker passing.
Smash it.
And
Smash
226. 226.5 for fucking Tyrod, dog.
Smash it.
Get that line before it moves. And y'all know how Monkey Knife Fight likes to be, especially with us on this show. We tell you guys to go more and more, and they about to move that line. They're going to put Baker at like 275 and then put Tyrod at like 240. Hit that shit right now.
By the way,
Go
the
more and more
easiest
right
smash hit in history is anytime McCole Hardman can go under. No matter what it is. McCole Hardman gets on the field under. McCole Hardman breathes.
I don't know why people like McCole Hardman. I just don't
take
get
the
it.
under on this guy.
Hold on.
He's fast on the Chiefs.
He's
at 11
fast. That's
points.
all he's got. He's just fast.
Wait.
If Tyreek Hill ever
I wish
goes
I
down,
was
he's
fast.
so
If that's all I had, I'd be great.
Exactly.
I'll say this. We have interviewed 3 players that have played in a Super Bowl. 3 players that have played in the Super Bowl. One of them has been in 2 Super Bowls, and that is Mecole Hardman. So Mecole Hardman, friend of the show. We appreciate you.
Yeah, and he is very, very fast.
Than us.
He's
Love
like
how
a fine
fast he
person.
is. He's
I have nothing
super
against
fast.
Nicole Hardman, the person.
Here we
He's
go.
a great person.
I mean, look, McCall Hardman's never
Nicole's
had
he's a
it's
great
always been blown
person.
coverage. He's just like he's just fast, and they
So
blow the
let me,
coverage.
let me
They
ask
look
the
the
panel
other
a
way.
question. Let me
He
ask the
follows
panel a
the
question.
show. He follows the show, man. He follows
Okay,
the show.
okay.
We ain't slandering Mecole.
Yeah,
No, no,
I have
Sorry
you
about
on
that.
the
Nico Hardman
Nicole,
wins
don't worry.
either one.
I got
Let me
it.
ask the panel one question.
If this wasn't
What's
live,
up,
you
Hank?
could cut it. I'm sorry.
So if we had 17 weeks of fantasy football, which we do, okay? Do you
Yeah.
take Mecole Hardman to go 11 points and above more than half the time?
Hell no.
No.
Not
That's
even
half of all
for a
the bets
second.
for him right now is
No.
10.5 and below.
Doesn't
So
mean
every
that he's
week
not a
he should
cool
be doing
person.
that. Oh, he's a
No,
cool
he's
dude.
a great person.
Seems
He's
like
a
a
great
great
dude.
guy. I mean,
all
it's
that's
great.
fine. But
I
he's
like Mecole
under
as a
10.5
person.
points every week.
Mecole, great
Miko's gonna have
person.
a great game this week.
bad fantasy player.
Mecole
He's
scored
doing great.
40
I'll do it
points
again
this
next
week.
week.
Just because you guys all
Yeah.
suck. I love
Hey.
Mecole Hardman.
Wait,
That's
what
the
was the
thing.
question
That's the thing
again?
about
What was
him,
the
though,
question again?
Is
Let's
he
bring it back.
could do
Let's-
nothing, which is most of the time, or he could score a billion points because he's with Pat Mahomes.
So the question was, if you 17 weeks, how many times are you taking under?
Wait, no, that was not the original fucking
That was.
question.
This is
No,
Davis's
no,
point.
I know.
This is Pang's-
I think it's pretty close. I
This
mean,
is
look,
Pang's pegs right
Pang's,
here.
Pang's going
Pang's
rogue here.
pegs.
There we go.
I
Pang's
think 10's a
pegging
good
it.
number. I think 10's a good number because he
It's a great
you look
number.
back to his game logs through his career, it's like 1 to 3 points or it's 10 to 30, somewhere in there.
Yes.
He doesn't.
He can
doesn't-
blow
it's not
up
close.
at any second.
He's not your parlay that you miss. Like, he's either your parlay you miss in the first leg or the last leg. He's not the guy that you hit like half of it. Like it's he's gonna either crush it or he's not. And if he doesn't, it's not his fault. He's just not on the field.
Yeah, he's a
It's
best
not
ball
your
player.
fault.
Can we say that?
He's not even.
I'll take the easy route and just say
not
he's
even
good in
that.
best ball.
No, I wouldn't even
Can,
go that far.
can I just say that, like, this is why, like I enjoy working with you now, Emmerich, and getting to know you. You gamble just like me. Welcome to the club, man.
Oh
Like,
man, I am mega high stake. This
Okay.
is what I do, man.
So,
This is,
oh wait, really quick, BB. I just said the G word on this live stream. 1-800-GAMBLER. If you do have a problem, make sure that if you do have all the legal stuff. If you have a problem, you call the damn hotline. All right, 1-800-GAMBLER.
calling right now. I'm calling right now. I bet the Colts.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS.
I actually put in like a plus 2,500 parlay on player props while we were talking too. Like I put 100 on it, so it could be really nice.
Bro,
so
I
what's
see
the
you
number
over
again?
there clicking. I see you over there clicking. Let's do Shane's take and then Herm's take here on the
Yeah, I'll stop.
Texans. No, all
I
good.
forgot the
I love
original
this shit.
question.
I
Mecole
did
Hardman.
too. I did too.
We got
I'm
on
just
Mecole
thinking about
Hardman.
Mecole.
Texans and it's one of your 3 favorite teams. Which
Browns.
Texans
and Browns.
The Browns, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Mark Ingram and OBJ.
How did we get on Meatball?
The Texans are not better than I thought they were going to be because someone's got to score fantasy points, like Ping pointed out. So it's not like they weren't going to go zeros across the board. If you have a brain, you would have figured that out. Even bad teams score fantasy points. But from a real NFL standpoint, I did think they were going to go 0-17, but I also forgot the fact that they were playing Urban Meyer's dumbass 2 times this year. However, they are going to be playing the Browns this week, who are actually a good football team, and it's going to be a lot harder for them. Is Mark Ingram worth a roster spot? Yes, but be patient. Okay.
Yes.
So the next 4 weeks are really tough matchups for them. They're not going to be in a necessarily positive game script for Mark Ingram to get that volume and get those carries. So go pick him up off waivers, leave him on your bench for 4 weeks, and then play him. But if you want to roster a running back from Houston, it's Phillip Lindsay, because at some point David Johnson's legs are going to fall off, Mark Ingram's legs are going to fall off, and Lindsay's a talented back who can catch the ball out of the backfield better than both of them can right now. So roster Phillip Lindsay. There's my take.
And I'm really hoping that Phillip Lindsay has a resurgence because Denver did him dirty. And
Denver,
like Robbie, I love the UDFA stuff. I love the UDFA guys, and he had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, and they bring in Melvin Gordon, and then don't use him.
He was in the little.
He was so good.
He was in the little Broncos program.
Yeah,
like these motherfuckers
No.
raised the team legitimately raised him from a fucking seedling, and then you shipped him. He was a hometown hero.
He's from Colorado. Yes.
Bro, you keep that talent. I don't give a fuck. You keep that talent.
Even if it means not getting better as a team.
They were not.
Did Melvin Gordon really get them better though? Did Gordon make them better?
I mean, Javonte Williams, you don't think is going to be something, right?
But last year, let's say
nothing to keep Lindsay. It costs nothing to keep Lindsay in that back.
Yeah, and last year, let's say
time from Williams.
They signed Mike Boone.
Last year, let's say they don't sign Gordon, and then Lindsay goes off again. They probably don't even draft Javonte Williams.
For real, to be honest.
I mean, if we're playing what if, like Marvel. So
what if they had a quarterback?
What if they never traded Clinton Porter?
Lindsay could beat out Mark Ingram and take the starter's job? I mean, there's a lot of what ifs here.
Would he be still playing Herms?
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows?
Pull
a Frank Gore.
At this point, maybe I don't know. Also, real quick for the homie in the comments, Gruden has been talking a lot about really wanting to run Peyton Barber. So in terms of the whole Kenyon Drake,
gross.
Well, I'm
so gross.
Read the
blurb. No, I
Gruden.
saw it. He's the lead back, but that's disgusting.
So I'm just saying, it's just that's kind of messy.
Or damn Eagle.
And you might as well put me out there running the ball down 20 times.
That's going to be messy, and they're playing Pittsburgh. I don't know. I might go J-Rob. That's just my opinion. Person in the comments, shout out. The Texans are about as good as I thought they'd be because I'm a rational human being who understood that they had a chance to win a few games. And also, Tyrod Taylor's, not bad. Shit. What were the other parts of the question? I completely I got sidetracked with the
Ingram.
Wait, what?
I got an extra one for you. Is Mark Ingram the new Frank Gore?
No.
No.
Will he play until he's 85?
He's got another couple decades to go before he gets to that point. But
okay.
As far as Mark Ingram goes, it's look, he's worth rostering for sure, just on the off chance that this could possibly continue. But I think kind of has been covered by everybody else. The wheels will fall off eventually. If you're trying to play the long game, Phillip Lindsay's probably the best long game bet. But at the same time, if you're in one of those situations where it's okay, here we go. Hypothetical scenario. You have a team with Devontae Williams or something, or you have a Michael Carter or something, or you have a whoever that you drafted and you're like, oh God, and you have to build a bridge to help you get over the season, waiting for those guys to pan out. okay, you could do a lot worse than picking somebody up like a Mark Ingram. You know what I mean? You got to build yourself a bridge to get over the season, baby. Like that, and like I advocate for this all the time. You know, it's just like if you have a team full of like young running backs, because we've seen, and like I've covered this, you know, on my podcast, The Lateral Show, at The Lateral FF on Twitter, www.thelateralff.com. You'll notice that like oftentimes when there's like, you know, like a veteran on like an expiring contract or something, and then, you know, like a rookie with like high enough draft capital, the changing of the guard will be anywhere between like, I don't know, like week 6 to week 9, maybe sometimes week 10 or something. Build yourself a bridge, man. You ain't got to ride with Ingram long term, but in the interim, there are worse things you can do.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna piggyback off of that. Look, the Texans aren't bad as we thought that they may have been. That division is fairly weak, so anything can happen from an NFL standpoint, from a betting standpoint. So I don't mind anyone that has taken any features on the Texans. Scare money don't make no fucking money. That's straight up. That any handicapper is gonna fucking tell you that. Now to side that, I do think that OBJ is done. I'm just gonna be that guy.
Oh, right. I agree.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that portion. But yes, I don't.
Last time I trusted OBJ with any sort of level of confidence, I had hair. So there you go.
And now you wear a hat.
I do believe that Ingram. I do believe that Ingram is worth the roster spot, especially if you missed out on old boy out there in San Fran. Fuck.
Elijah Mitchell, baby. Grabbed him in the 4th round of all my rookie drafts.
Yep.
Love that guy.
Yeah, I got Elijah Mitchell in Dynasty. I avoided that problem. But I mean, you know, if you didn't, you know, and whatever the case, I don't mind you playing Ingram, or scooping up Ingram and seeing what happens and see if this carries on. To answer Rel's question before we get into this Bills Miami game,
I answered it in the chat.
You answered in the chat. Okay. Cool. You guys think this is going to be a bounce back game for J-Rob and Julio? And, yeah. You
Definitely Julio.
Yeah, I think bounce backs for both, if not Julio for sure. The Buffalo Bills face off against the Miami Dolphins. No team has started 0-2 and won the Super Bowl. That stat comes from Kyle Brandt of Good Morning Football. Shout out to our homies over at NFL Network. We appreciate you guys' support. With no team has started 0-2 and won the Super Bowl, with the exception of very few. I mean, we have the David Tyree helmet catch and a couple. Like I think there's like 2 other examples. Should Bills Mafia panic or do they bounce back this week? We start with Herms. Let's just kind of go like boom, 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 really quick. Yes or no?
Oh my gosh, I will say, if the Bills found a way to lose to that horrendous Pittsburgh Steelers performance, then they have a lot of things to fucking worry about. Because I'll tell you what, like I love my Steelers. They did not earn that victory. The Bills gave it to them, dude. Like shit. Especially because I mean, like, man,
if you watch the film,
stuff, like you can't be dropping some of this shit, bro. Like, man, I don't know. Yeah, shit could get dangerous real quick for Buffalo if they don't turn this shit around. Seriously.
Oh shit.
Shane.
Yeah, Buffalo bounces back. It hurts me being a Miami supporter with I like Tua, but yeah, that's gonna be rough this week.
Hank.
I'm a Dolphins fan through and through, but I will say Buffalo always has our number. They had it with Tyrod Taylor. They had it with every single possible way. I think it's a bounce back for them. I think that our defense is not as good as people think they are. We hemorrhage yards left and right. Josh Allen will bounce back, but I still think we have to see Josh Allen against real defenses.
Good take. Very, very, very good take. And I like how you led that to make people tune in more as we continue covering both teams throughout the season. Raj, that was beautiful. What? That was poetic as fuck, Payne.
Bills, right?
Yeah. Come on.
I don't know. Shit. All I know is that we beat them. I don't have to care about them for the rest of the season.
Wow. Steelers fans.
Must be nice having a good defense.
Guys, did Raj's bias show or not on that take?
Just a little bit.
Just a touch.
Really bad. Really bad.
Yeah, that was biased.
No, man, they don't have to panic. It's just, I don't know. They played like shit the first game, and the Steelers defense played very well. And yeah, I
Just
don't
trying
know.
to make
It's
you
one
don't say
game.
anything about your Steelers. I got it. All right,
No,
Emery.
I'm not.
Emery.
Yeah, no.
Yo, we look back on games at the end of the season. We say this is an outlier as the Pittsburgh Steelers don't make the playoffs and Buffalo goes probably to the Super Bowl because look, Ben Roethlisberger's done. That defense is good, but the offense is terrible. In this game, 6 yards average depth of target for Ben Roethlisberger. Come on, like out of 32 qualified quarterbacks, he's like number 28. It's in my article at drroto.com. So here's the thing about the Buffalo Bills. Against Miami, one read Tua, like 75% efficient against his first read, 25 on the second, like terrible. Buffalo's going to win this game. And not only that, they're going to explode. In 2 games against them last year, 84 points to the wide receivers in the second game, 76 in the first. Allen went for 37 in the first game, 29 in the second. This is a fantasy bonanza here, and it shouldn't be because you know what? Last year always dictates this year. Steelers suck, by the way.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. The Bills are gonna bounce back. They've got nothing to worry about. They're a Super Bowl type team, and I'm looking for them to win against Miami.
Man,
Taco.
I feel like this is actually going to be a close game, especially with it being a division game. And I think Flores is an underrated coach. I think they'll get this game close. To me, it's just a true toss-up if Tua can just, not turn the ball over and just get the ball downfield slightly. The Bills' defense doesn't look like it was as good as it was last year. As you said, Ben Roethlisberger wasn't even throwing the ball deep, but meanwhile, they were able to put up 23 points on this Bills defense. They still won by a touchdown. So I think that bodes well for Tua. I think that even if the Bills lose this game, though, they still are in the Super Bowl conversation. Unlike any season before where your 0-2 stat would hold up, this is a one extra game in the season. So we got to see how that ends up playing out. Their schedule will get a little bit easier as the season goes on because, let's face it, the Dolphins will be in competition for one of those final wildcard spots. I think the Dolphins are a good team.
I don't think it's time to panic for the Bills. They got one of the best young quarterbacks in the NFL. Their pass rush looks improved. They had a lot of fumbles this week, and I don't really see that happening again because the Dolphins' defense isn't the Pittsburgh defense. So I think they bounce back and win the game against the Dolphins.
Or may I just point this out? Josh Allen was a fluke. And they don't make the playoffs. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. I just wanted to bring it
All
up.
right, Josh Allen's a fluke. Najee Harris is a bust. Let's go.
Hey, whoa.
Oh, shit.
One of those things.
Fluke played 100% of the snaps, did nothing.
I'm a Najee truther, but I'm also a Vanilla Vic truther. And we going to let Vanilla Vic beat Vanilla Vic because Vanilla Vic owns Vanilla Vic thing.
Yes.
Like I said a few weeks ago, I think that Josh Allen's fine, but he needs to really prove it. Like, we can't put him in Patrick Mahomes tier. Like, I don't know why people thought like that this season.
Definitely not.
And I'm like, and I got shit for it. And he struggled week 1. Like, point exactly, right? So we need to see it more. He's still growing. He's still growing though, so he's plenty of potential to be amazing. And he's gonna shit on us and the Dolphins because the Dolphins just hemorrhage like fucking yards left and right.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Love them.
Will host the San Francisco 49ers. Give us your fantasy implications and who wins this game. Craig, you start off.
I think that Smith and Sanders will kind of kill it this week. Debo is going to be good because he's Debo. If Ayuk can get some play, I don't really know what happened last week with that, but he will be good, and Kittle's always good. Mitchell's interesting to me, but I'm not all in yet because I want to see when they get Sermon in. I'm not a huge Sermon guy, but if he gets a little bit more involved, and I would go Eagles over San Fran.
Okay. Taco.
I'm the opposite. I got San Fran winning this. I think they're not only going to win this, they're going to dominate it. From what we saw from the 49ers, I think they look like, the defense doesn't look quite the same, and they have more injuries, and it'll be interesting to see how they fix it up. But Garoppolo looks like he's come to play this season. I think he's going to be, much better than we normally expect him to be. And, I trust the Kyle Shanahan led offense. So I'm going 49ers here.
I feel like Garoppolo looks better because he has Trey fucking Lance on his ass.
He doesn't want to lose his job.
We've seen this plenty of times. Alex Smith, man.
Yeah.
We saw that before.
Yeah.
Who was the other guy?
Played the whole season.
He played just better. There was another. Oh yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick was about to lose his job and played amazing.
Yeah.
That happens.
Gary.
I think it's going to be close. I mean, if I have to pick right now, I'm picking the 49ers. I like Garoppolo as a veteran, you know, and I don't know. I just like their weapons better there in the 49ers, San Francisco.
Okay. Emmerich.
I already bet Philly pretty heavily here. San Francisco, like, what do we know about them? They just played Detroit. Who cares? Like, everything we know about them doesn't matter. Garoppolo came to play against Detroit. Elijah Mitchell had a great game against Detroit. They almost lost a 30-point lead or whatever the hell it was against Detroit. They didn't cover the spread against Detroit. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Who cares? I'm a Detroit fan. I grew up in Detroit. Like, I'm not even a fan of actually the team anymore, like, or any team, because I'm a Detroit fan, and that's what it's done to me.
And that's pain.
I mean, I have the Thanksgiving
And
game every single year, and that's fantastic. But like, look, you have to watch the Cowboys that day too, so it kind of sucks. It's like it's an abusive relationship that we have with Thanksgiving. But here, at the end of the day, this is not a game that you bet the spread. This is a game where you take the underdog, just like kind of like the Colts. Although I actually felt like this is a good one, and I have real money on this one, like a real amount of money. So I feel confident. Take the Eagles money line at home. San Francisco is coming to the East Coast the second week in a row. So that's 2 weeks of travel. Who cares about the first week? They had to go back to San Francisco, I assume. I don't know. Did they stay on the East Coast? I'm not sure. But they probably went back, and they're coming back, and it's a problem, dude. The Philly's going to win. Hurts is not the guy, but he's going to be the guy this week.
Okay. Bold as fuck.
Love it.
Fuck.
I love it.
I'm gonna go parlay him right now.
He's like,
fucking go.
He's like, I'm on the phone.
Fucking go.
Let's go.
I would like to change my answer after listening to Emmerich.
Yo, hey, it's so convincing.
I started slow, but I got pretty hot in the second half. Huh?
All right, Najee, let's go.
I like Hurts a lot. So
Raj.
Fantasy.
Raji.
5-point Raji.
Fantasy implication. I think a lot of people are putting stock into fucking Niners players. Everyone is spending like all their time on Elijah Mitchell. Like,
That's
do you know how that's gonna go? No,
you really don't.
And then,
not with Shanahan.
and then fucking,
at all.
especially with Shanahan, and then fucking people are just expecting Debo to put up like 28 points or some shit like that.
Right?
Like, no, it's not gonna happen. Like, okay, maybe he'll be up for like 15, 18, even 20. He's not going up for 30 again.
No.
But and people are fucking trading a bag for him. In one of my fucking leagues, I saw him get traded for Gibby straight up, which now looking back after yesterday's game may not have been that bad.
I would do it. I have Debo, and I would trade him away for Gibson straight up easily.
I would 100%. But
Easily.
if I'm the Gibby owner, I'm not.
You guys have openings.
I'm not taking
I'm
Debo.
available.
Whoa! You mean you would trade Debo Samuels for Antonio Gibson
Right now,
Oh,
as we speak.
We got to get drug testing on this channel. We need drug testing.
It is really hard to get a high end
Nobody
running
on this
back.
panel is passing.
And also,
Nicole Hardman is like laughing at us right now.
you gotta deal with Debo Samuel's injuries, and he pulls his hamstring like 9 times out of 10.
No.
Right. I still take Gibson.
No, I love Debo, but I would trade him for Gibson straight up.
On a 17-game schedule, how many times do you think Debo pulls his hamstring?
15.
Twice, at least.
He's just out there. Fuck.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
I love
Who wins
Debo,
the
by the
game?
way.
I think it's gonna be the Niners, and mark my words, Kittle has a Darren Waller type game this week.
I bet you pray. I bet you pray.
Fucking put it down right now. Someone screen record this shit. He's going for over 100 yards and at least a
Yo,
touchdown.
you here's Canadian. Put it down right now. Put it down. Put it
Going,
down.
I can smell the prayers in there.
I'll put down 2 of them things.
I'll make that bet
Put
with
them
you.
down.
Loser
Put them
buys
down.
Tim Hortons breakfast for everyone. That's
Tim Hortons breakfast is fucking great.
That's what I'm fucking saying, dude. Holy shit, dude! Shout out fucking Tim Hortons breakfast if you want to sponsor the
give
show.
us that upside. Pang your take.
Okay,
Pang your
okay.
take.
So just put me side by side with Emmerich. We're about to make out in a second. So
God damn it.
That's
no,
not.
but I agree.
Dude, I
with
promised
him.
my wife that this wouldn't happen, but like it's
Everybody needs an Asian twink in their life, baby. Everyone needs an Asian twink.
Oh my god.
Shit gets a little weird on here. I didn't know.
Yeah, my ex is Asian. It's gonna get weird.
Okay, it's gonna get real weird up in here. It's gonna get real weird.
Eagles are better than people think. They did the two things that you do to win fantasy,
Yes.
to win football. Win in the trenches on both sides of the field. Offensive line's back. Their defensive line was actually pretty good. Or maybe the O-line for the fucking Falcons is even worse than we thought. But they did both, right? Like they're good on both ends. People are healthy. Their offense looks better. Jalen Hurts looks amazing. He had a 77% completion ratio last week. That's a really good running back completion ratio, by the way. Okay. And then we know who they played. We don't know what the fuck the 49ers played. So yeah, they're gonna go East Coast again. They're gonna go and win this. I take the Eagles all day. I took them at every prop bet possible.
Yes.
And I don't even know who's on that secondary after Jason Verrett tore his ACL. Who's on the secondary for the 49ers?
Oh, I was gonna say that. Damn it.
Fucking no.
Good for
Justin
you, Davis.
Tart? I don't
Let's
fucking
go.
know. Some guy.
I know. I legit do not know.
Who's on the
I don't fucking know.
Falcons secondary?
No one.
We're not even covering
No one.
that
There's
team,
no one
damn
there.
it.
Yeah.
There's no
And,
one there.
and
But
everybody
that's
wanted
the
to
Eagles
say
played last week.
I think it's like Devontae
everybody
Freeman.
wanted to say that
AJ
Hurts isn't
Terrell.
accurate, but his last year at college, he had damn near a 70% completion
And
percentage.
to top it off,
There's
one
no
last thing.
coverage
Playing in the
college.
Big
What are you
12.
talking
Yeah,
about?
like-
It doesn't
I'm
make
just saying
sense.
he's not as bad as everybody thought he was.
He is. He has a 50% accuracy rating. Like
I don't think that's going to happen this year.
Right.
I think he'll be better than 50%.
I-
He's
You're
not definitely
referencing
better.
college
Greg, I ain't
where they're
riding with that
open
one,
by like
dog.
20 yards to
I
how
ain't
it's going to
riding
be in the
with that
pros.
take.
All right.
Sorry,
So
Craig.
last portion of my take is that D line looks a little rusty. Nick Bosa got chop blocked a few times. He was not aware of what's going on.
Raindrop.
Shit
Shut up,
happens.
Nick.
What happened? He got smacked by which fucking tight end or receiver was it that knocked him over? I forgot who, but they fucked him up a little bit. So
They so fucking manhandled
Yeah,
him a couple
so-
times too.
Quinton
So.
Cephas, great play.
yeah. So we watched
Fucking-
Nick
that's my
Bosa,
boy.
their best pass rusher, kind of crapped on a little bit. He's a little bit rusty. So the Eagles have all pro O linemen, so or at least Pro Bowl level guys. So yeah, give me the Eagles to win it. And the game might be close, but yeah, I'm taking them all way. They're gonna go 2-0. And they were my
Shine.
dark horse guys on SportsMe.
Okay.
Let's go, Dave.
I like it. I like the Eagles. I
Yo,
like it.
did Hurts completed at 77% versus the Falcons? So they have to be like worse than a college team, then I'm assuming, right?
No. It's not. We're not talking about completion percentage. We're talking about accuracy in the passes thrown. He had like a 55% catchable ball or accuracy last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's gonna get better though.
He also wasn't supposed to
Dude,
be
he's
the
like
starter
30.
at all. He wasn't supposed to be the starter at all last year either. Like
But
he didn't
77%
get reps with the ones before Wentz decided to be ass all year.
I can't.
This has never been
those
good.
laugh.
Let's just be honest.
Yo.
Yeah, but they didn't expect that. They thought he was going to be the guy, and then Hurts.
But come on,
came
I
in.
mean, like last year, the Eagles did have like a cursed season, and that's the problem.
It
There's a
wasn't
recency-
good. Yeah,
it's
it
a
definitely
recency
wasn't good.
bias. It's the same thing that's happening to Baltimore this year. Baltimore is going to be bad this year, but it's because everybody's hurt. And then next year, everybody's going to be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
Baltimore's bad. Lamar can't throw the ball. He has no accuracy.
Lamar
and he's gonna go
definitely
win
can
the
throw the
MVP."
ball. People shit on Lamar all the time, but he's got from his rookie season like a 65% completion percentage.
Guys,
People shit on him.
stop. It's like the batting average and ERA. Like those.
No,
things don't mean
I'm just saying like Lamar's better than people say that he is.
The
Yes.
shit that I got for bringing
I only
up
value ERA
Baltimore's-
plus.
the shit that I got for bringing up Baltimore's injuries in my first Dr. Roto Monday night article. And like people were like, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, it does.
I said the same shit with you, man. I was like, guys really crap on the Raiders just because
I don't
they're
understand.
the Raiders.
Derek Carr is great. Like,
Yeah.
there's no separation. There's no separation. Can you imagine Jalen Hurts on the Raiders? Like, never would complete a pass.
Yeah.
Yes, roster Trey Lance. Roster Trey Lance on your
Keep
bench.
Trey Lance.
Because it's gonna keep
Justin
Lance.
Fields next week. Watch.
Yeah, Justin
How
Fields.
tilting is it that you have to worry about
I
David
just
Montgomery
don't know.
losing touchdowns to Justin Fields? Then he's not even starting.
I also love Devontae Smith. I hope he sees that one day. Skinny guys for the win, baby.
That's the
Skinny
conversation.
should have been a giant.
Hey, Emmerich, you're peeking into next week's podcast. Shane, how do you feel about the Sheagles and the 49ers?
49ers by 10.
Herms?
All right. Well, I will say the biggest fantasy thing here going on, because, like, dude, there is a rookie running back in this game that, you know, a lot of people were looking at on waivers. I feel like he's absolutely going to go off, do his thing, and his name is Kenny Gainwell because, you know, you thought I was going to say Elijah Mitchell, but the old switcheroo at the end there. Seriously, though, like, go back and look at how much Kenny Gainwell is being used, guys. All right? Like, look, if you want to be going, you know, doing some shit, fucking with the San Francisco backfield, like, honestly, like, by all means, do it. Like, I'm not going to clown anybody that spent all their shit on Elijah Mitchell. I am those people. But what I also did on the back end, I backlogged it with a bunch of Kenny Gainwell. What up? You know, because, like, dude, seriously, like, even, like, because I was talking about it on, you know, last week's episode of The Lateral Show, you know, for the waiver wire at The Lateral FF on Twitter, www.thelateralff.com. You know, even Miles Sanders has come out and said it's just like, in passing situations, we're a lot better when Kenny Gainwell's out there. If the dude competing with them for touches is honestly just being like, yeah, that guy, does that not say something to you? For fuck's sake! I mean, I don't know. Kenny Gainwell, seriously, like that's.
Should have drafted him. Should have drafted him. I have him.
He will look good in the passing game for sure.
He was my RB42 in my preseason draft rankings that you could have found on www.thelateralff.com. I told people I tried.
We said to draft him. We said to draft him. Last pick.
I'm just saying. You know, also, shout out the only NFL player that follows me on Twitter, Jermichael Hasty. I hope you have a great game, buddy.
Also, if anybody wants to know, Louisville just beat UCF 42-35.
Damn.
Just popped up on my screen over there.
I have no context for whether or not that's good or bad, but that's interesting.
I mean,
let's go Louisville.
UCF was 2-0, and Louisville was 1-1. So both of them are 2-1 now.
Man,
I would like to formally apologize to Louisville for having to deal with the ups and downs, roller coasters of having Gus Malzahn as your head coach.
Oh, that fucking sucks. I'm sorry, Shane Barrett.
By the way, wait till after the show. I got a great story about my buddy that went to Louisville. You guys are going to love it.
Yo. Hey,
was it Lamar Jackson?
It's related to Lamar Jackson, yes. It's very hilarious.
Did he play on the basketball team?
Yeah. Yo, that Louisville basketball team is fast as fuck, boy. I've never seen a basketball team move that fast. Oh, my gosh.
They don't fuck around, dude.
That's a March Madness conversation. I'll get into that later. You guys can stay tuned in for this show for when I start teaching you guys about, college basketball gambling.
Yeah, teach me about it, Robbie. Teach me.
Sorry.
I'm a DJ.
Show me the way.
Craig. It's bad. It's bad. Like
you'll find anything.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And
I mean, we used to have dog racing down here in Mobile. So,
dude, there used to be a dog track right around the
corner. Yeah, dog tracks right over here.
Yeah, they race the Greyhounds, and now it's a dispensary.
Yeah, they finally
big dispensary. It's like a really big dispensary. Like,
yeah, they shut us down. They shut down the dog tracks in Mobile. They weren't about that anymore.
We just got 3 topics left on the docket. We're going to take care of one important Sunday matchup. Any matchup that is not Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football, aka Rumboyz Night Football.
Oh, that's Monday. Never mind.
We will. You guys can catch us in our Discord chat. Read it on the SportsMe app. We'll be breaking down some of the plays and some of the games that we did not cover, giving you guys plays, giving you guys advice. You know. Who knows? You might see a Dr. Roto article or something like who knows where you're going to find advice. You need to be following every single panelist as we get into these, what I like to call the deep 3. As we sit back and just like a field goal kick.
The deep 3.
And we're going to drink.
Shane's got the deep 3.
Hey, just like a field goal kick, we're going to go ahead and we're going to score. We're going to score 3 right here. Many worried about the Tennessee Titans last week. They take on the Seattle Seahawks. What will it take for this team to come out with a win? And should we start our Tennessee Titan fantasy football studs? Craig, go.
I think they have to really protect Tannehill because he just got demolished in that last game. And for them to be able to win the game, they're going to have to keep up because the Seahawks are going to score points. So I think that you have to start your studs because for them to be able to win, they have to score points. For them to be able to score points, they're going to have to score fantasy points. So I'm taking the guys. I'm starting my studs. I'm starting A.J. Brown. I'm starting Derrick Henry. I'm probably starting Julio Jones.
Okay. Yeah, it's way too early to bench anyone from Tennessee. Like that team has, a couple of primetime guys. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Derrick Henry's last game did scare me, and I'm a little worried. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to take him out of my lineup because he will be, a volume guy. But I think that the Seattle Seahawks are going to carve him up. These Seahawks are ready to play. I think Russell Wilson's going to have an MVP type year this year.
For sure.
Okay, so wait, you're taking the Seahawks
all day.
Right now, really quick before we go into the next take, I was honestly trying to get this before you start spitting talk
on fire. Oh, my bad.
We got Tennessee at plus 230 and minus 290 for Seattle.
Ooh, geesh.
Oh,
yeah. Over
go with Tennessee then.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what I'm saying. Over unders at 54.5 with a 6.5 point spread.
So you're saying that the Seahawks would still win by a touchdown? Yeah. I think Seahawks probably win by almost 14.
I'm gonna handicap this game on Sunday morning. For sure. I'm capping the fuck out of this one. Those odds are gonna move. I don't know if I buy into that line right now. I think I buy into that line right before kickoff. Okay, let's keep it moving. That shit that line just made things very, 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 very fucking interesting. I'm gonna be honest. That line just made this whole conversation a fucking different conversation. Gary, what are you thinking here? These are crazy odds.
So I'm liking Seattle in the game, but as far as starting your studs, yeah, of course, it's week 2. I mean, we gotta play AJ Brown. We gotta play Tannehill. I mean, those are the guys you drafted early. You gotta play them.
Oh God! Please, Tennessee win this motherfucking game. Emmerich, go.
Yo, I mean,
look,
you're obviously benching your studs. You're playing Kenny Gainwell instead of Derrick Henry. You're diving deep and you're finding somebody else to play. And no, of course you're playing your studs in seasonal, but like Tennessee's not winning this game.
No.
In fact, look, I can't give you guys everything, but I'm going to give you something really good here. Obviously that Cardinals defense,
over there.
That Cardinals defense, the Cardinals defensive line is going to have a good time, right?
Yep.
So they're going to get to Ryan Tannehill. And not only that, but you've got a wide receiver in Rondell Moore who is actually returning kicks, punts, and kickoffs.
But that was a different scenario. Seattle has to operate between two different fucking receivers and Lockett and DK, which I mean can work in their benefit, but we've also seen that hurt Seattle.
But look, Seattle's going to win this game. Seattle's going to win this game. Look, the defensive line is going to get there. It's going to get there. They're going to have 5-6 sacks. Tennessee is going to fall apart. They're going to be the biggest disappointment this year. Biggest disappointment this year. Derrick Henry's not going to have a good game. Mm-hmm. And DK Metcalf's going to go off for 2 touchdowns and 134 yards.
I love that.
Pretty specific.
I love that.
Yes.
134. I love that number. 134.
Hey, but Julio Jones is going to have a great game too, though. He's going to go for 6 and 121.
Emmerich,
for sure.
When Tennessee wins, I'm coming in the freaking Dr. Roto work chat, and I'm going off. I'm like, I told you.
They're not going to go. Look, they're not going to go to Seattle. Ryan Tannehill has not played in front of a crowd like you're going to see in Seattle. This is going to be a crazy game for Seattle. This is the 12th man. There's going to be
12th man.
It's going to be amazing. Like they're going to have 2 false starts.
There's going to be way more than 12 people there. What do you?
I don't know. It's an autonomous zone. Like I don't know.
Raj, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, man? Please.
Honestly, just to be the opposition, I'm gonna say Tennessee wins, just like fucking Emmerich did with that Colts take. Why not? Just so I can shit on each and every one of you, and just in case they do win. Fucking Derrick Henry goes off for
4-1.
Buffalo Bills game. You know, you guys know the fucking Derrick Henry Buffalo Bills game. He's gonna go off for one of those, and yeah, start your studs. That's all I gotta say.
Odds. You're not getting that ever. You're not getting that ever again. Like I'm like looking at Tennessee. I'm staring down the barrel of Tennessee at fucking plus 230 right now. And I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna get these odds on Sunday morning. That line's gonna move close as shit. So I gotta put it now if I want to get the return on the 4-1. So it's like it changes the whole conversation. Like it changes everything. Dang.
I'm scared if I'm a fucking Titans fan. That dude Taylor Lewan is getting beat so bad that Madden's just gonna drop his rating to like a 6. Right? Like he was getting destroyed by fucking Buda Baker. Buda Baker, great safety. All right, fucking destroyed him. Okay, that guy was
too.
Yeah, it was so fucking bad, man. I'm scared, and I don't blame anyone on the offense. Like Derrick Henry, I don't really blame too hard, and Tannehill, I don't blame so hard. But what do you do when your left tackle gives up the fastest sack in a week?
Lose.
Like you just
and they had like 7 of the fastest sacks.
Yeah, and it was like out of the like 7 fastest sacks, like 4 of them went to one player, and like I'm like, what the fuck? That dude was
Chandler
just
Jones
pacing himself, yeah, and other players on top of Chandler Jones. It was gross. And
you got JJ Watt on the other side. Like, what can you do? What can you do?
I mean, he's the other side. At least the left tackle can cover his side, right? Like, I would hope he could cover his.
It's called a pull. You pull the guard.
Everybody, fucking hit the like button.
Hit that damn like button.
He got knocked the fuck.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
And it sucks, but I think Tannehill is gonna be fine. I think these could go into shootout modes, right? Because that's what happens, and they have to adjust. They have to get the play action going back. But yeah, I'm a little afraid. I'll start my AJ Browns and my Derrick Henrys, but Julio, maybe not. Tannehill, maybe because it's a shootout, but that's it. Like that's where I'm at on the Titans. Because if Tannehill's taking so many sacks, I was having reminiscence of him in Miami. I was like, oh, he's gonna start pissing blood again. That's gonna be cool. Like that's what's gonna happen to him.
God damn, that's fucked. That was graphic.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
fucked
shit.
up.
He did that though.
That's some fucked up shit right there.
I know that happened. Yeah,
You're getting hit so hard, you're just pissing blood. That's not good, man.
That's what's gonna happen. The way he
I don't like that.
Happens to the best of us.
And that's just
happens to the best of us. We're all just sitting over here.
I mean, if he's been holding it the entire time, he's probably gonna piss some blood.
He might
too,
be. He's been drinking for sure.
Fucking
he didn't go on halftime. He just jammed out to the song.
Yeah,
man.
he was just vibing.
Ryan Manning.
I'm gonna go with Raj here, and I'm gonna take Tennessee. I think what they need to do is get back to their offense, which is centered around Derrick Henry.
Damn right.
Run the damn ball, and then also get the ball to your studs. Chester Rogers should not lead your team in targets. It should be AJ Brown or Julio Jones. So to me, that's what they've got to do to get this back on track. Tennessee or Seattle is going to be a hard team to do that against, but Vrabel, I think, is a good enough coach to figure that out and hopefully figure out that, hey, maybe you give the guy that's 6'3", 250 pounds the ball and let him run.
Dang.
He's washed. It's over.
Doo-doo butter?
Yeah, they're doo-doo butter. They're straight.
Damn, man.
They're straight ass milk.
That sounds disgusting.
Dude,
I don't
Christian
like
Kirk
that.
burnt the shit out of them. Bro.
I just don't like the term doo-doo butter.
I think that's what
I think I'm
Beckham
feeling
Jr.
that.
put on his toast.
Doo-doo butter, ass milk, shit salsa.
That's bad. I hate that.
Hey, I actually think I like it, and now we're coining that here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network.
Doo-doo butter. We're gonna sell doo-doo butter shirts on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network.
It's gonna be a thing. Rumboyz.com. Promo code
doo-doo
Rumboyz
butter
for free
shirts.
shipping.
Let's go.
Oh, that sounds nasty. Doo-doo butter, bro. That's what they are.
Get you some doo-doo butter shirts.
Who the fuck just threw you a football, Raj? Like, what the hell?
That was myself.
Yeah, he threw it to
I just
himself.
threw it up in the air.
You know that thing that you do, Robbie?
Lonely.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed the one-handed catch, and my shit flew across the fucking room, so it's over.
Oh
there.
no.
Harms, give us your take, and then we got 2 more to go.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so just a quick rundown of the doo-doo butter. Caleb Farley supposed to be out. Bud Dupree questionable. Who knows? I mean, the defense was already kind of ass to begin with. So I mean, like, I don't know. But here's the thing. But is it exactly doo-doo butter? Brought to you by
doo-doo butter.
But like, here's the thing though. for as bad as their defense is or whatever, like the Seahawks also have a pretty shitty, like their secondary is not that great aside from Jamal Adams. And also, I would like to raise 1 point.
Jamal Adams even in the secondary anymore?
We're like what, I don't know, like 10 days removed from being like, oh my God, the Titans are going to be a world-beating offense. Holy shit, how are you going to stop them in the red zone? And all of a sudden, after one fucking game, we're all out. Yes. Like, Jesus Christ.
Very reactionary.
I mean, like, yeah, like, just relax. Like, I get it was tough, but also consider the Cardinals are actually pretty good. Okay, so just like, let's hold off on this. Although there's no way, because you know what? There is a way. Like,
where there's a will, there's a way.
That's just like, I don't know. Like,
where's Goku at?
It's just like calm. It's just, as far as like, are you starting your Titans? It's just like, to quote Arrested Development, if you want them to take me to another place, they can take you to that place that you want to go. Okay, they can take you to that place that you want to go, especially against that secondary. You really worried about starting Julio or AJ Brown and doing that shit? Nah, bro. Fuck it.
Really quick.
Let's not get locked into week one. Just like, oh, full tilt. Oh, what do we do?
Really quick.
Doo-doo batter.
Doo-doo batter.
Doo-doo batter.
Oh, that's terrible.
You have to say it just
it
like
sounds
that.
so bad.
Do you guys want to know what doo-doo butter means and what it sounds like in a sentence for real?
Please
like
do that for
batter.
me right now.
No, not on YouTube, bro. What?
On YouTube right now.
Doo-doo butter is.
Have you heard some of the shit you said, Rod?
It's fecal matter.
Guys, if my wife is home, I'd make her say it because she has like this wonderful Colombian accent. She doesn't. It's beautiful.
Hold on. This is very specific. There's a very specific definition.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Doo-doo butter's real.
Yeah, it's a fecal matter in a liquid state, usually poured on a young woman by R. Kelly.
Nope.
Yeah.
Used in a sentence, R. Kelly poured doo-doo butter all over.
And he says it like doo-doo batter.
I'm going to just go ahead and hop off the podcast because I think I
we're
might
fucking
vomit for a second. This shit ain't right.
We didn't get no donuts this week anyway, so.
That ain't great. That ain't great.
Where's Chappelle at?
Wait, let me.
Just BT Dubs. That shit is coined from my my Discord call it games we play outside.
Doo-doo batter.
We play like doo-doo batter.
Doo-doo batter.
Sunday night football.
That's awful.
That is gonna.
I hate that so much.
That is gonna
hate
get
it.
tweeted tomorrow. That is gonna get tweeted tomorrow, and people are gonna be like, "What the fuck did I miss?" And they're gonna tune in next week, and then oh god,
that is awful.
Sunday night football features the Chiefs versus the Ravens as Baltimore continues to deal with injuries, especially in their backfield, and then it continues at their corner position. And Kansas City had a close game against the Cleveland Doo-doo batter Browns.
Doo-doo batter. I fucking hate it so much.
Doo-doo batter.
Please stop.
Okay.
And we
man.
What should fantasy managers expect in this matchup, Herms? Let's go faster. Let's just go super fast.
So here's the thing. On the Chiefs, I would recommend playing Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Tyreek Hill. Definitely.
That's a good call.
Definitely.
Great call, Herms.
Could be.
What about Miko?
Super bold.
Also, I know that a lot of people were kind of concerned about the run that Latavius Murray had at the end, kind of keeping Tyson off the field. But like Tyson Williams, I mean, he did very well with his shit. Also, he can do some, like, I don't know, if we're looking for the person who best replaces J.K. Dobbins in terms of skill set, it is Tyson Williams. So it's like I'm kind of amending like the stance that I had last week just based off of seeing Tyson Williams perform against the Raiders. Like, man, I don't know, fuck it, like. I don't know, man. Just like,
his pass
God.
blocking though.
Miko.
He just one pass block.
I've been sidetracked.
Okay.
My God. Let's just get through the rest of the show. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's just burn it.
I said
All
my
right,
piece.
Shane, go. Shane.
Tyreek Hill is going to score 50 fantasy points this week. There's nobody that can keep up with him. There we go.
Yeah.
Miko Hardman can keep up with
He's
him.
more than fast, though. He's like, he actually knows how to fight for the ball. He's a really good player. So just real quick, Browns, shout out to you guys for trying to put that pedal on the fucking, Chiefs. They just took a ton of risk. I love it. But I mean, Chiefs win. You start everybody. You even start Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He looked actually really, really good. And then the Ravens, you
He
start
is handsome.
Marquise Brown. You start, Lamar Jackson. You start Tyson Williams. You maybe start Sammy Watkins for the quote-unquote revenge game. I don't know. And then I leave it at that. And, of course, you start Travis Kelce, put him at quarterback because he's just so
I
fucking
think
good.
Baltimore gets their backs blown out.
Yep.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's not going to be great.
Last year.
I don't think that Baltimore does what they
Not
did
great,
against the
Bob.
Raiders. I think they get their backs blown the fuck out.
I don't hear anyone bringing up CEH though.
I just said it. Like,
I was
start
gonna
him.
say,
Yeah, he said start him.
and he said he was good looking.
Hey, Pangs Pegs said start him. Pangs Pegs. He said start him.
Yo, we're gonna make that a Sunday morning
We're
segment.
going to peg him.
We're gonna make that a
Yeah,
Sunday
pick 'em.
morning segment, like a pre-recorded thing that I just edited into this show. Like,
Thanks.
Don't start
Hey.
Michael Harmon, though. Doo-doo butter.
Doo-doo butter.
Doo-doo batter. Does anyone disagree
Doo-doo
with
batter.
anything that Pang said so we can get into Monday night? Like I don't think that anything that Pang said is wrong. Like, we know who to start from
No,
both
I
sides.
agree.
I feel like, yeah. Does anyone disagree that Baltimore gets their backs blown the fuck out? Like,
It's going to be bad, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be real bad.
not
Tyreek
gonna be
Hill,
fun.
200 yards again.
hey,
Shout out to Marlon Humphreys. They're playing a good game, though. So
Latavius Murray's the guy that
You're
I'm
going to
most
try
interested in.
really hard.
Hey,
Yeah.
we have someone repping the D up here on the podcast. Royce the 5'9", it's gonna be a slaughterhouse. That's the way I'm calling it.
It's going to be bad.
That was a group right there.
Yeah, you like that reference? Every hip hop
Hit that
fan,
kazoo.
You know what I mean?
every hip hop fan is like, oh shit, like that was.
We got
hard.
Royce the
Joel
5'9", we got
Allen.
Arrested
My boy
Development,
Joel.
we've got we're spanning the whole
All over the place. We're all over the place with it.
All right, so our final takes, and we're just gonna start right there in the middle, from Raj and then down, and then if anyone else has anything to add. Finally, we get into Monday Night Football.
We're
We're not finishing that last topic. Or...
We're done. We're done.
Okay,
We all
cool.
know how it's going to go.
All right, we're fine with that.
We're all the same on it.
Yeah. Finally, Monday Night Football features two winless division rivals, the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. What are the fantasy football implications? Who wins? And is there any better matchup for Rodgers to possibly have a bounce back from? I mean, it's the Lions. Sorry, Emmerich. Didn't know that you were a fucking Lions fan when I wrote that.
There it is. There it is.
Sun's out.
Shots
Sun's
fired.
out.
Shots
Oh, that's
fired.
fucking. That's fire. That's a fire time.
Straight at his.
Go
Am I
ahead,
the
Raj.
only
You
one who's
start
nervous
off,
about
Raj.
this
Yeah.
game?
That's rough.
I'm nervous as fuck about this game. Raj, you
Fuck.
start off.
I think it's gonna be closer than people are expecting. Like, I mean, yeah, Packers are gonna probably win. Rodgers will have a good game. Devontae Adams will have a good game. Robert Tonyan will not have a good game because he's dog
No.
shit.
He sucks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Expect a huge game from TJ Hawkinson and my fucking boy Quintez Cephas going off this week. I'm calling it. It's gonna be this
Okay.
No, I
week.
played him in high stakes
Okay.
last week. I played him in high
Let's
stakes last week.
fucking
I don't
go,
know.
Raj.
I was the only person.
Let's go, Raj.
Fucking since like March or some shit. I've been saying that man's name. It's fucking
It's got to
mark
happen
my words.
eventually.
I've been
Mark my
screaming that
words.
man's
It's
name.
a fun name to say.
Yeah,
Quintez
Quintez
Cephas.
Cephas. I like the name.
Yeah.
It sounds great.
But yeah,
Alright.
okay. I think everyone all around has a good game. It's gonna be close, but the Packers pull it out.
Emmerich.
I don't care as long as Swift gets more than 26
He's not even
receiving
watching
yards.
the
I don't
game.
give a shit. Like,
He's like, fuck
like
the
give me
Detroit Lions this year.
27 receiving yards. from
I'm
Swift.
barely watching it.
27 receiving yards,
It'll
4
be on.
catches. That's all I care about. Once that happens, I can go to sleep.
I'm gonna look at my table of family photos instead of the game. It'll be
Jesus.
fine, you know,
You got 35 photos on the fucking center coffee table.
That's way more interesting. Than
We're
anything that'll be on
good.
the TV.
No, I just
We're good.
need to hit my parlays. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do.
Let's go.
Hey, Motor City living. I love it.
Vroom, vroom,
Taco.
baby. Shout out Little Caesars. Woo.
I'm just nervous all around for this game because in Survivor, that was one of the picks that I looked at. I was like, oh, this should be a game, but I'm just nervous. So I think the Packers are going to win, but I don't think it's a give me. I think Jamal Williams is actually going to have a nice little revenge game and do some work. I'm playing him actually in a couple of spots.
Take a Xanax and be good, you know?
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
I'm with it. I'm
Some
with it,
drugs
baby.
will help you, for
He'll
sure.
get 10 catches for like,
You nervous,
50
take a
yards.
Xanax, like sit back, watch the game.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
You'll be fine.
You'll be zoned the fuck
Things
out.
will happen.
Yep.
Okay.
man.
Craig.
All right. I think it's a great game for Rodgers to bounce back. The only better game could have been like the Jaguars because they're ass. But I mean, besides that, you can't beat that. And I think Hawkinson has a great game. Adams has a great game because he's that fucking guy always. And Aaron Rodgers is going to kill it. And I'd watch MVS a little bit. He had like 8 targets in the first game. And I'm not an MVS guy. I swear. I hate MVS.
Lots of air yards.
But if you're hitting 8 targets in the first game, Rodgers is trusting you. And if Rodgers trusts you, like you have a possibility to get a ton of points. And he could be a really good guy in like DFS.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
we don't know
Tanyan
about
is bad
long
then.
hair Aaron Rodgers, though. We know
Because
about
Aaron
short
Rodgers
hair.
Yeah,
We don't know about
Tanyan
long
We
hair.
really don't know. Yeah,
It's a completely different
he's
thing.
way
He's
more
like
laid
opposite
back.
of Samson. you know?
Rodgers now with the long hair. Who knows what he is? He's a real Zen dude.
Yeah. Okay. I dig it.
Craig, do you want me to do my impersonation of MVS trying to catch the ball?
It's bad. He had a lot of
Are
drops.
you ready?
8
Are you ready?
targets,
Here it
3
is.
receptions for 17 yards. It's bad. He's got
That looks
he's-
like a
as-
TikTok twin.
As
like a
my
trend.
high school coach would say, he's got feet for hands.
That's hot.
He's got worse. He's got stones.
You got to pay extra to get that kind of action.
Yo, if you have feet for hands, like you could have a really cool OnlyFans. Like
It'd be really weird, but people would be super into
Yo,
it.
these people really get
It'd be
into
really
feet,
weird,
man.
but people would be very into that shit.
Like people are into feet, but if you had feet hands,
Feet hands,
like,
he
holy
would be
shit,
fucking all
I like
on it.
what I like, baby.
I swear to God.
Herms just
That'd be
disappeared right when we're
awful.
about to get into his take. Shane was. I'm assuming that
All
was
right.
your take. Yep, Herms, your take.
You got
Take
feet
us
for
out.
hands, Herms? You got
one
some
take
feet
too,
for
and
hands?
he's
I do not, but what I do have
Damn.
is hashtag not a sponsor. Little Caesars 849, the hot and ready crazy calzone. I had one. It is delicious.
Hey,
I'm throwing
I
that
love
out
pizza.
there.
I
Gotta
love
keep
pizza.
It's on Detroit,
fucking go.
Little Caesars. Got it. Like honestly, I'm just making like cheap eats recommendation from your boy
Yeah.
Herm.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, the crazy calzone, like, dude, like, way better than I thought it would be. Not gonna lie. Honestly, I wanted to try it. I was skeptical, but like, dude, like, honestly, that shit fucking slaps,
crazy
bro.
bread's great.
I'm gonna
dude.
have to check it out.
That is
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
good.
that
I
it's
need
You order
ordered
it,
to
you
have
go there,
calzone.
you take
It's
it out of
like-
the locker, and you leave.
Dude, that's my
Exactly.
dinner
Dude.
tomorrow.
I need
Just
that
because you
now.
said something. That's
Sam
my
was
dinner
my dinner
tomorrow.
last night.
People can talk shit on Little Caesars.
My
all
wife
they
doesn't
want, but
even
they
have to cook.
perfected that fucking model. You know what I mean? Just like it's like the fast food pizza. They're the only motherfuckers that can do that shit.
I can
It's
actually
right
tell
there,
you how
like
that
that.
actually all
Ready.
happened too. I know the person that was like a marketing head of Little Caesars. When
Yeah, man. Exactly. So it's just like we were talking about Detroit. I don't have anything unique to say about the football, so I just decided I'd shout out Good Eats.
I
There
like
you
it.
go.
I
Get
like
the
it.
crazy calzone. It's fucking good.
Some good shit right
Roll
there.
Tide.
Like go crazy up. I do want to
Don't
say
say
one
roll
thing.
tide. Never say
No,
roll
no,
tide.
Damn
You
it,
said
don't
that.
say that.
I hate
Let
you.
me-
100%. You're dead to me.
Fucking piece
You
of
are
shit.
dead to me.
God.
I want
Fine, I'll
Also,
really aggressive there.
fuck you. I don't know who anybody it is, but that's it.
it.
Oh, did Shane jump out? Was it
Shane
Shane?
jumped
Left.
I saw
He
some
did.
shit.
I'm
I
gonna
saw some
message
shit
him
in
Let's get
separately
into wrap
because
up.
also
Hold on,
I
let's
didn't
get
mean
into wrap
fuck
up.
you, but also you can't say roll tide to me.
Don't
Y'all
worry
see my
about Aaron
purple walls.
Jones, Rel.
There he
Don't
is.
I'm
worry
an
about Aaron
Auburn
Jones.
fan. It's
I know.
sarcasm.
You also can't say it, Shane. It feels gross coming out of your mouth.
Yeah, that sounds. It's like vomit. Let's go ahead
Yeah.
and get into sign
Whenever I
off.
say,
So
when I say roll, when I say,
let me touch on one thing.
I can't say it anyways. Go ahead, Robbie.
So
Can't
I
say
want
it.
to touch on one thing really quick. I'm interested to see what Jamal Williams does after we saw what he did last week, and it's against Green Bay. It's going to be very interesting. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, but it could be something fun to watch, especially in a
I
bowl.
like that.
But there's
I
no
like that,
props.
Davis.
There's no props for his receiving yards, receiving catches. Like if you can find it on a book,
Why,
because
though?
I'll bet it.
Yeah,
Because
of
they
course.
know
Yeah, for
he's gonna
sure.
blow up.
Yeah. And then the other portion of it matters is fuck, dude, who cares? Fantasy wise, that could be something useful, like because it's fucking random. You never fucking know. If you're in a deep ass league, Jamal Williams might be starting.
Yo, Jamal Williams captain season. Let's do it. Like let's
Yeah.
all put Jamal like.
I mean, I
150
fucking-
let's go,
I'm
Jamal
starting
Williams.
I
I'm
fucking
starting
started
him.
JD. I started
Very
JD
good.
McKissick in a league this year.
Jamal Williams.
I started
still playing
JD.
Jamal Williams.
I started JD McKissick in a league this week, and that worked out well for me.
I'm just
Somehow.
talking about
Crazy
Yeah.
Calzone in your
24
lineup.
last year.
Herms, what's your sign off? Let's go.
Hi, you can follow me on Twitter at HermsNFL if you want to hear random shit about fantasy football and also me just recommending pizzas and stuff. That's a great place to find
I
it.
love pizzas.
I don't know. There we go. Yeah, I'm the Ronald Jones of fantasy analysts. There we go.
Oh my
All right.
He's
God.
starting this week. He's starting.
He is starting.
He's starting this week and he'll let you
He's
down.
on fire.
Fuck no. Shane.
Herms, you're better than the Ronald Jones of fantasy football analysts. You
Yeah,
can follow me
I
on
agree.
Twitter at FFShaneB. Make sure you follow the Twitter account at FF_collective. That's KOLLECTIV. Podcast is at Fantasy Nightcap. Like and subscribe on YouTube.
Pang.
You can find me at PanksPicksFF on Twitter. Catch me on SportsMe. I will, and then catch my articles. I do trade targets this week, and maybe eventually I'll do something like PricePicks.com stuff for somebody else. We'll see. Other than that,
Or Pangs Pegs.
Price
Let's
Picks for
go.
Pangs Picks. A lot of
Pangs
picks.
Pegs. Pangs Pegs.
Find my
Pangs
doo-doo
Pegs.
butter pick of the week.
Yeah.
Doo-doo butter.
Doo-doo butter.
Raj.
All right, find me here on this YouTube channel, rumboyz.com, Twitter at rumboyzraj. Use code rumballs at checkout for 15% off Rumboyz condoms and subscribe to Only Room.
Rumboyz
Yeah, there's my
condoms.
sign up.
Get
Did
the
you
fuck
just
outta
say
here.
Rumboyz condoms?
Did you say Rumboyz condoms?
Did we
Raj?
not know about this?
Well, he
I
got
swear
Rumboyz
to
running
God,
joke.
you just said Rumboyz condoms. That's for
Yeah.
Okay.
For your rum balls.
It's a business deal. It's a business
3D.
deal. You know.
Promo code
Okay.
Rumboyz.
3D.
Yeah.
Rum balls.
You got a deal with sheepskin, right?
You can fuck with my face on it, you know. Have me looking back at you while I, you know.
The
Not
best
even that
sheepskin
drunk.
I
goddamn.
can't even
We got-
deal with y'all.
Hey, we got
I
one
can't
with
even
Herms.
deal with
We got
y'all.
one with Herms like that.
Shit.
Like, you know.
Is that a picture, Herms? Are you deceiving all of us right now?
Emmerich, please.
God. dang.
Yo, you can find me at drroto.com, Emmerich D4U. That's like DF or D4U, like draft 4
Hey.
upside. You can also find me over in the esports department
That's what it
Discord.
means.
We can talk about League of Legends. Like, look, fantasy football is great, but you want to win some real money? Come over. Let's go to the League of Legends. I've won over 60 GPPs.
Really?
And hey, Worlds is coming up. So esportsdepartment.com, drroto.com, both of those places.
Bro, money is money, man. And I'm
God.
trash.
Bro, did y'all see the comment there?
Wait.
What?
See?
Oh, Roll Tide.
No.
Private chat.
No, the
private chat.
D4U comment.
Oh
I mean-
God.
I know.
It was too easy.
Draft
It was
upside,
too-
like draft,
you,
like draft.
You
year
literally
four.
laid it
Yeah,
up
I
for
get it.
him.
I get it.
You
Yeah,
laid it
the
up for him. You're
D4U.
like, you know what?
It's tough.
D4U.
Yeah, like, hey, it's the
great.
D for you too. Look, let's
D
go.
for you. Let's fucking go.
He's like, I got my OnlyFans ready.
I got feet for hands.
Man.
I got feet for hands. I'm like,
D
bro,
for
you're
You're gonna be a
everybody.
millionaire. You're gonna be a
D for
millionaire.
y'all. Let's fucking go.
Oh, Taco, go.
You guys can find me at TDS Taco on Twitter, on Instagram.
Man.
We're at the Daily Sporting. This week, I'm actually going to have something with some FanDuel DFS because I know everyone's covering out everything else. So FanDuel, I mean, I'm getting Cooper Kupp for under 7,000. DK's a bargain. Mike Williams is a bargain. So I got a couple of guys out here that you'll be able to parlay into a great team. But yeah, man, I'm hyped for some football, man. I'm just fucking hyped for football. And fuck the team formerly known as the Redskins. That was bullshit. They shouldn't have won. He
Fuck
wasn't
those
offside.
guys.
Fuck that.
Fuck
Fuck
those
this.
guys.
Fuck them. Yeah.
Fuck the Giants. Craig, your take or your side. Shit.
Y'all can find me at FF_schmuck and with OTH Football Podcast. If anybody wants to come on there, y'all are all welcome on there. Anybody that wants to guest, we're always looking for guests. So any week, let's go.
Hit me up.
Got
Ladies
that
and
fire.
gentlemen, it's your boy Rumboyz Robbie. Rumboyz with the R at the end. Get at me on Twitter. And aside from that, y'all know who the fuck I am. Google me, motherfucker. Just type Rumboyz. You know what it is.
You damn right.
Peace.